You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.
All right, everybody. How you doing? Captain Jack here. I am doing my show here. You see me on Facebook. You see me on YouTube. I am on the Northeast Streaming Sports Network. Make sure you come on over. I'm also over here on Instagram, so I'm waving at my folks on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, thank you for being here, but head on over to YouTube. You can actually be in the show because you're just watching me do a show on Instagram. Head on over to YouTube. It's Captain Jack Rackham. And I got my favorite lady on Instagram, Mary Johnson Kate, who loves me, sending me, blowing me kisses and all of those things like that. Gotta love Mary Johnson Kate. And again, I put that up. Remember, that wonderful opening that we had, Autumn Wind, was performed by Fast Eddie Rice. Fast Eddie was in on the show the other night, and it's always good hearing from him. We are going to be doing draft shows. If you missed the draft, and I don't think anybody that really has missed the draft, because that's all we've been talking about for the last couple days. But if you missed the draft and you want to hear my analysis of the draft, please head on over to YouTube. The last several shows that I had were right there on YouTube. They are right there for you to see the draft or watch me give input for the draft. Oh my God. Okay, woo! I thought it was a grand slam. I'm watching the Mets and Phillies right there, and Francisco Lindor just popped out, or I should say, flied out to right. So no grand slam. The bases were loaded. Mets are now winning 2-1 over Philadelphia. Let's get back to the comments. Will is in the house, and ahoy to Miss Velvet. That's Becky. And hold out to everybody else, and everybody's fun. Just for fun's in the house. The game, what's this? Rumors are going around. We just signed Hayward. Okay. The game, okay, that's great. Who's Hayward? Are you talking about Hayward, the defensive back that played for the Chargers? That's the only Hayward that comes to mind. That's the only Hayward that comes to mind. Get with me on that, the game. And again, remember, if you are on Instagram, head on over to YouTube. It's Captain Jack Rackham Levy. We are on YouTube. We are on Twitch. We are on Facebook. If you want to have your comments read, obviously, it's easier to monitor on one thing. I can see them on IG. I put IG on so that people know that I'm on because there are people there. Please head on over to YouTube. Raider Panda's in the house as well. How you doing, the Raider Panda? And again, I am on Instagram just to make sure that people on Instagram know that we are on right now. And Harper is having a hell of a year. And Gabe, my Giants fan, what up, Cat? You mind talking Giants draft? No, not at all, Gabe. Again, this is the after draft show. Again, this is a Raiders-centric broadcast. But you know what? I know Robert Bigler is going to be calling in. He's going to be talking about his Kansas City Chiefs. Gabe is going to be talking about his New York G-Men. And everybody else is going to be talking about whatever you want to talk about. Again, if you're on Instagram, please head on over to YouTube. One thing I will like to say is that, again, if you would like to be a member, of the Galleon, first off, I hope you have an Android, because if you have an Apple, it's going to be a lot harder. If you have an Apple, it's going to be a lot harder. It's just the way it is. I'm sorry. I can't do anything about Apple. If you'd like to get a Captain Jack patch, and that's what is on the screen right now, there it is right there. There's your Captain Jack Rackham patch. Let me show it to the folks over there on Instagram. Yeah, it's backwards. Or at least I'm seeing it backwards. Maybe it's not backwards to you. Raider Panda, your day was good. Outstanding. Come on over and talk to me on YouTube. Facebook if you need to. But it's easier for me to get all your comments. If you would like to be a member of the Galleon, let me put that up here. Email me for membership, your name and address, level of membership that you're interested in. There's two. There's crew members, which are $5 a month. I'm rounding up. I think it's like $4.99. And members of the Chiefs Mess are $9.99 per month. Remember, if you are a member of the Chiefs Mess, you automatically get a patch. One time. There are other perks. Membership has its perks, like that old commercial was for one of the credit cards. Membership has its perks. So don't delay. Come on over and become a member. I do have other things going on, and I know that we can talk about it. And remember, if you miss a show, come on over to YouTube. I'm going to have them on YouTube. I also upload regular shows. Now, I didn't do it for the draft. Because it was like 4 hours and 5 hours of coverage. I didn't upload it to Buzzsprout, but it's still on YouTube. Please head on over to YouTube. Mr. Raider 09 is over there and joined in. Thank you for being here, Mr. Raider. Please head on over to YouTube. Hang on out with us. You see me do the show here, but you can actually watch it better and get all of the things we are doing over on YouTube. Remember, we are on Northeast Streaming Sports on Facebook. We are Northeast Streaming Sports on YouTube. You're on my channels on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and a couple of things on Facebook. The Elite Superfan page as well as on Facebook, where if you have a different team than the Raiders, I want to hear from you. I definitely want to hear from you. And again, become a member of the Galleon. One other thing I can talk about, and again, this is for If you want to be involved in the Captain Jack treasure chest of prizes, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, let me take this off. Let's see here. There you go. Do you see this big box right here? See this big box right here? Full of prizes. Plus there's some prizes on top. You see this, the Jack Daniels box from Vegas, an official Vegas Jack Daniels with the hat and everything else. The Bo Jackson photo and frame picture is a prize. The Raider Country is a prize. There's plenty of other things. You can get in on the next iteration for the drawing. We're going to do a drawing tomorrow night. We're going to be doing a drawing tomorrow night because we are full for this one. You can do it via Super Chat or Super Sticker, or what I prefer, and again, I prefer this, is send it to me personally via friends and family on PayPal, because then I get all of it, and I don't have to split it with YouTube. I'm sorry. It's easier to do it and say it like that because, why not? I would prefer it. I can see it immediately when you do it via the Super Chat or Super Sticker, and it gets my attention. I like that. But if you want to send it to me, you can do that via friends and family. Now, what's going to be a good deal is if you buy 3, which is $15, you get the 4th for free. So you buy 3, you get a 4th free. That's a hell of a hit. Is it fair? Is it fair? Yeah, it's fair. Is it? Oh, I guess it isn't, because he stopped running. I thought he was going to have a triple. Anyway, we are watching the Phillies and the Mets right now. Mets are winning 2-1. And we were talking about Bryce Harper. He is having a hell of a year. But remember, you can get in on the action by sending donations via Super Chat or Super Sticker. You can get in and join. You can join the Galleon by pushing the join button, which you can do if you have an Android. If you have an Apple, I apologize. I can't help you because Apple is different. There's nothing I can do. You got to go either find your friend who has an Android and say, let me use your Android real quick, sign in, and then you can become a member of the Galleon. And I wish I could do more for you, but remember, membership has its perks. There will be videos just to members that I will do this year. Once a month, I'm going to have a video just for members. We're going to talk Raiders football. If you want to talk about your team and your member, we'll do that too. There's a couple of members that actually, Kel is a Vikings fan from the UK, and he is a member of my Galleon. So again, go out there, and you can come into the show. Let me change this, get this all squared away, copy that. We're going to edit this. Let me get this squared away. Sorry about this. I'm telling you what's going on. I'm giving you the play-by-play here. Okay, save that. You can come into the show tonight. You can go to that StreamYard link. You can call in at 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. And I'm going to put up the link here. Oh, super sticker from Robert Bigler. Robert Bigler, you're in the next one. Let me get my sheets here.
Crazy Cooter Vikings.
Okay, we got Cooter coming in already. Where the hell is my phone? Oh, there it is. Hang on a second. Cooter, hang on.
Call from Crazy Cooter Vikings. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
There we go. Cooter, we got you on board, brother. What's going on with you? How you doing?
Oh, doing along on I-80 in Iowa, soaking on a number and taking on the radio.
Hey.
To a little bit of Queensryche, Operation Minecraft.
Oh, man, Queensryche, man. Talking some good heavy metal there. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Operation Minecraft, that's a classic.
I'm not familiar with it, but if you hum a few bars, I can fake it.
It's good. It's their album that told the story about killing a priest and nun. The guy was on Mainline.
Priest and a nun. Ooh, that sounds kind of kinky.
Yeah, and the guy that was the killer was on Mainline.
Okay.
You know. Yeah. It's a Seattle thing, you know.
I got you. Whoa, boy! See my phone dropped. Hang on a second, Cooter. I gotta get my phone up here. It dropped. There we go. And we got New York sports team, Dave. I see you, Dave. Don't go nowhere. You are in backstage, and when I'm done talking to Cooter, we're going to talk New York sports with Dave. Cooter, because you called me earlier, I did get the information. We're going to talk about who the Vikings got this year in the draft. Let me get that page up. Stand by a second here. I am at the whim of a. I got to go. Actually, I did have it up for you already. See, I'm prepared.
So
I'm prepared.
Here's the question that's on everybody's mind.
Sure.
Are we gonna hear?
You know what? I've seen several different places where he would probably be going to. I personally think that he's going to have a hell of a time leaving Green Bay because he doesn't have any leverage. You know, if they say, you know what, if you don't want to play, don't play. You know, we don't have to pay you. We have you under contract. We don't have to do anything for you. So he doesn't.
They can pretty much bench him.
Yeah, pretty much, and they can't do a damn thing. I mean, if he's on the roster, then they have to pay him. But you know, if he doesn't want to play, I mean, it gets into a whole rigmarole. I don't know what's going on. I've heard different things.
Right.
I say that if Aaron Rodgers goes anywhere, I would venture a guess that it would probably be Denver is the number one landing spot. Or I saw that the Cardinals were a possibility for him as well. So you know,
really?
if you're a team that has that's gone, baby, yeah. 3-run home run by Didi Gregorius. I had to shout out, brother, because it was a bomb. It was a bomb. I apologize for getting all excited.
Oh no, don't worry, man. If you're watching a ball game and you get a 3-run shot, that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a dinger. That's what we call a dinger.
Oh man, it was parked. Gregorius got all of it. In fact, I'm surprised it didn't get launched into the suborbital flight. Man, they're showing the replay now. Right down the middle, man. Right down the middle, and it just stood
that's
there.
Where I used to love them. I wish I could have somebody do right now, Jack. I used to play baseball. I used to be able to get serious ball. I have a Darryl Strawberry signed Louisville Slugger. You know that came to a factory, but I have one still. It's Darryl Strawberry. That was his bat. That's what I use.
Right.
If I could get someone to pitch to me sometime, oh boy, I could have a heyday, man. I would love that. Yeah.
Well, hold on to it, man. It's got to be. Oh, and I just saw that there is a very good reflection on camera right now that is on the picture behind me. So you guys probably saw the home run. It was a work of art. Now I will say this, and I'm gonna give some shout outs again to Asylum. Asylum is a member of the Chiefs Mess. Thank you, Asylum. Thank you for your support. And Asylum says Denver traded for Bridgewater. They ain't going to trade for Rodgers. Not necessarily, because again, when they traded,
Bridgewater's not going to Denver.
No. Bridgewater is already in Denver because they traded for him. But he's saying because the Panthers. The Panthers got rid of Bridgewater for like a 5th round pick or so, which ain't really nothing. I don't even remember what the pick was. But the point is, if you're Denver, would you trade for Aaron Rodgers when you can trade for Aaron Rodgers? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And
whatever happened with Cousins? Did anything nothing ever came of Cousins? Then either we're stuck with him.
Oh yeah, you're stuck with him, man, with that multi-trillion-dollar contract, whatever it is. It was.
You know what? The guy has good stats, man. He needs an offensive line. And tell me about this big guy that we just got from wherever it was that's really going to beef up our offensive line. forget what his name was. Like you said, it was really hard to understand.
Yeah, no. You got Christian Darrisaw from Virginia Tech, and you got him a couple.
Yeah.
Right, you got him a couple picks after we picked up Alex Leatherwood, and people were bitching or actually laughing, ha ha ha. In fact, I just saw a video today with Mike Florio, who is a renowned Raider hater, was just giggling and chuckling about how the Raiders went deep and went off the board and picked up Alex Leatherwood when Darrisaw was still on the board. And I have my buddy Tommy Bouchane said, ha ha, let me get this straight. You guys passed on Darrisaw for Alex Leatherwood, ha ha ha. And I'm like, dude, the Raiders picked who they wanted. They picked who they wanted.
That's unusual, like you said.
Right.
With all defense.
Yeah, well, no. The Raiders picked Leatherwood, who was the offensive tackle that was rated below Darrisaw, because Darrisaw was a really good run blocker, can't block for pass protection to save his life, okay? That's your one big thing. So if you're trying to protect Kirk Cousins with Darrisaw, you need to make sure you have a tight end to help him out. He's not that great in pass protection. And I'm not just saying this, my buddy
maybe Tim will get under his skin and give him a good dose.
Well, and the reason why I say that is that's not just me. That is my buddy Evan Kirby, who is a Virginia Tech fan, who said Darrisaw will knock over some people, but he is not the greatest in pass protection. So that's not just me saying it and hating on him. Okay, that's a guy who actually knows the Virginia Tech team. Darrisaw is 6'5", 322. Yeah, he's a load, and he's a great run blocker, but he's not good in pass protection. I think the best thing that you guys got, you got some really good guys in the draft. Kellen Mond, the quarterback out of A&M, who I've seen for the last couple of years as an SEC guy, that is going to be a fantastic pickup to learn behind Kirk Cousins, and he will be your number 2, and eventually he will probably take the place. And I got a notice from on Facebook. I got to answer one second. I got to answer it to make sure that my wench, my main wench, Peggy Holmes, aka DC Wench, she said, "Hey, we're on for Tuesday, and I'm going to make sure she knows. Hell yes, Captain and Wench's show on Tuesday night, and so make sure you are there." God, my computer is slow as Fonzie, and I need to make sure that I put this to her. So she knows that we are doing our show on Tuesday. That is Captain and Wench's show, the premiere that is on Tuesday night. And again, we're going back. Yeah, we're going back to Corey the Raiders in the house, and actually Peggy's getting ready for the show. She's awesome. Now, Asylum says, "I'll put money on it, Captain, that Denver won't do it." Well, okay, I'll put a nickel on it. You know, I'm not going to put money on something that I can't control. You know. Right. And this is the day that people were saying Leatherwood would not have been there at 49. They did what they felt they had to, and that is everybody was saying, well, he would have been there in the second round. Maybe not for us. He would have been picked up by somebody. The Raiders wanted him, and that's who they got. You live and die with who you get. Okay, and Just for Fun says never say never. It's true, because, again, Denver still might go after. I mean, who would you rather have, Teddy Bridgewater or Aaron Rodgers?
Right, yeah. I mean that's a no-brainer. You better stick with Rodgers, even though I call him Sharon because he's a whiny little bitch of the NFL. We all know that.
Yeah, he is. And again, if you are on Instagram, head on over and watch me on YouTube. Get on over to YouTube. Let me tell you a couple of the other things that you got there, Cooter. I'm looking at it. You got a guard from Ohio State. Looks like, let me see, how many other. Wow, well, it looks like you only picked up one guard and one tackle, so you picked up 2 linemen that you needed. You went defensive heavy. You went 2 defensive ends and a defensive tackle. And then let me see, a tight end, a wide receiver, an inside linebacker.
So Darisol's the only offensive line we got?
No. Wyatt Davis out of Ohio State, who's an offensive guard, and Darisol out of Virginia Tech were the two linemen that you got. Then you went out and got this is a good kid, Janarius Robinson from Florida State. I've seen him. He's a very good pick. He's a defensive end that you picked up. Jalen Twyman out of Pittsburgh. Yeah, Twyman out of Pittsburgh. I've heard good things. In fact, you got this is good for you. You got a defensive end out of Pittsburgh, Patrick Jones II, and Twyman out of Pittsburgh at defensive tackle, which is good because they at least know each other very well.
Yeah.
Geez.
Well, yeah. I mean, if they're on the same team, it'd be nice to keep on the same team. That's awesome.
Yeah. And Victor, good to see you. Mi amigo, it's been very, very long. Yo espero tú eres muy bien en feliz por ti. My Spanish, I'm sorry. I'm hoping you're happy.
You lost me with Dickie kept rolling.
Hey, I gotta dub this show there, man. That's why I said please don't swear.
I don't know any Spanish besides about that.
Yeah, well, you can say no. You can say you can. Yeah, you can say amigo and you can say cerveza. So don't tell me otherwise. I know that. Well, Cooter, like I said, you guys are looking good. Now, what I got to ask you is, now you guys had a letdown last year in the NFC North. Are you coming back this year? Because it was fun to kind of tweak it to my boy Tommy Bouchane, the Viking fan. But are you thinking you're going to be coming back?
I'd like us to get that far because that's the tight end that we really need back. I mean, there's got to be some room to wiggle that guy back into our schedule. I don't know how, but I mean, Sharon Rogers walks in the bar. I'm upset. So, and I don't know whatever happened with the big man Hunter. Did we get him back? Did we get Daniil Hunter back?
If he's a free agent, I can't tell you, buddy. I haven't been up on that, and I just put up the.
Obviously, we need defense, but we need more offensive guys so we can protect court. I mean, hey, if you give Kirk Cousins the time that Brett Favre used to have when he was on our team, he would tear you apart if you know stopping.
Yeah.
And you know it as well as I do.
Yeah.
Give that guy time, he's going to kill you. He's going to tear you apart. He's going to rip you to shreds. And he's got the stats to prove it.
Well, what I actually think.
Because he's not a pocket guy, unfortunately.
Well, what I actually think is the best thing that you got to do is you got to make sure that Thielen is kept available, and your running back that you spent a lot of money on, the kid from Florida State, I believe.
You're talking Jefferson.
No, Jefferson.
Rookie of the year, Jefferson.
No, Jefferson was your wide receiver out of LSU.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, and you got to keep him. You got to get him the ball as well. Jefferson, but Thielen is your best wide receiver. I'm talking about Cook. You make sure that Cook, your running back, is taken care of, and you will have a good one.
I know he's dialed in, man. Now, I've met that guy in training camp last year in Mankato. He's a cool guy, really cool, down-to-earth guy.
Well, that's good.
I walked up to him at Walmart. We took a break between practices. We went over to Walmart in Mankato. There he was.
Well, Cooter.
Me and Viking Dave. You know Viking Dave.
I know Viking Dave. Yeah, buddy. I hate doing this to you, but I got to get other people on, man. But it's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Okay, here we go. You ready, Jack?
You got it. Woohoo! Be good there, Cooter. You take care, and I'll make sure I know when you're down my way again.
For sure. I'll talk to you later. God bless, Jack.
God bless you as well. There you go. That was Crazy Cooter, the Viking fan. And, there you go. Just for fun was saying Casey Hayward. Can't wait to see him Can't wait to see him. And I see Corey back there. Corey, don't go nowhere because I got New York sports team Dave, who's been waiting. Trust me, he waited all through Crazy Cooter's call. Now Dave's in the house. The sports team. How you doing, brother? What's going on with you? And welcome to the show. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Wait a second.
Okay, can you hear me?
There we go. How you doing there, Dave? I wanted to make sure I heard you, brother. Welcome to the show. First timer in the show. What's going on with you, brother?
Good. I'm doing good. So how do you think the Giants did in the draft?
Well, I will say that the one thing, and I don't really see everybody that I really have to keep an eye on. I normally will look at the guys in the AFC West because those are the guys that we play. And, everybody in the AFC West did well. But I will say this. I am a Gator, and you guys got a steal with Kadarius Toney. And you actually, you traded back for him. You got more picks, which helped you guys out immensely. And getting Kadarius Toney is wonderful. So give me a couple of seconds. Let me go. I'm going to go over to the Giants page so I can at least talk intelligently about what you guys got. Now, you probably know what you got better than I. And again, I know that was the big haul, Kadarius Toney. And I'm looking at and Robinson, the corner out of UCF. And again, he's close to me because I'm down here in Tampa. Great pickup. That is going to be a fantastic pickup for you. The outside linebacker Ojafari out of Georgia.
A steal in the second round. A steal.
Yeah, I've heard good things. Now again, I'm an SEC guy, and I'm biased. I am biased. I think the SEC obviously year after year gets the best players out there. So getting an SEC ready, and the reason why I say that is because when you're in the SEC, you're just one level below playing in the pros. You play the best teams week after week. And getting a Georgia linebacker, getting Kadarius Toney out of Florida, getting the kid out of UCF. Now, granted, that's not SEC, but that program at UCF has been wonderful. Those are your first three picks. Very good.
Azeez Ojulari, just one thing to come on him. He was a possibility for a pick at 11. To pick him in the first round. He was supposed to go in the first round. He fell to us, and we even traded back in the second round, too.
There you go. And that's better. That's better value. Better value for
you. One thing I would say that I was not very happy with is we got him, but then we got another edge out of UNI. And he was another edge, but I don't like how we also got him because I think we only really need one edge to be good.
Well, here's the thing. Now, you guys run a 3-4 or 4-3?
A 3-4.
Okay. If you run a 3-4, you can't have too many edge rushers. I'm telling you. And the other thing is if you've got two edge rushers there, I don't know what your situation is like at linebacker as far as how long or gray-haired and long tooth your linebackers are. But if you're going to be getting younger and you got some good young linebackers there, you can't have too many of them. So if they think enough of them, maybe the second kid from UNI doesn't make the team, but that doesn't mean that he's not going to be on the practice squad and being there and learning the system. So that's going to be good for you. And in fact, Big Blue Ant's here, so I'm getting a run on Giants fans. What the hell is this with Giants fan inundating my show?
Wait, is Big Blue Ant on StreamYard?
Yeah, he's on the StreamYard.
Can you bring him in here?
I'm going to bring him in here. Wait, and he said, "Wait, can I bring you in, Blue Ant?" You said yes or no? Okay, he's giving me the thumbs up.
What's going on, guys?
Big Blue Ant is in here with the team. So for all you Raider fans that are saying, "What the hell? You're talking to other people." Get your butts in here and talk football, and we will talk Raiders football. These guys are in here, and they're talking what we got going on. And again, if you are on Instagram, I see my boss is in here. Big Blue Ant is over. Well, actually, he's multitasking. He's on Instagram and he's over here on the show.
Yeah, I moved over here for you.
Thank you there, brother. Canes 232 Long Beach is in here. Chef Victor, Chef Victor is my buddy from the Dominican Republic, and he is the best chef that did personal dinners for like the president in the Dominican Republic. Great guy, and does fantastic dinners. So that's it. Oh, and I'm sorry, Corey. I apologize. Corey the Raider said he's going to bed. Corey the Raider, thank you for being here. I apologize. We're backed up. And thank you for Corey. Corey Raider had a great show tonight with Sister Soul Taker. You guys don't know about Sister Soul Taker, but she's awesome, and it was on his show. Thank you, Corey the Raider, for being there. Thank you for Corey the Raider for being there. Almost cried when we got him in the second. There ain't no crying. There ain't no crying in football.
Listen. When you and Gabe will attest to this, when you love a player as much as I did in this draft, and then your team gets them, bro, it was like Christmas in what month is it? April. You know what I mean? It was like
technically May, but at the time it was April.
Yeah, exactly.
Captain, he's referring to Azeez Ojulari, I think, right?
Yes, absolutely.
The kid from Georgia, and I said he's a fantastic player, and I know SEC. It's like I have a mine base, a mile wide and an inch deep, but it's at least 6 inches for the SEC because I know the SEC being a Gator,
right?
Okay, and Georgia has always had these guys that play defense for them that are dynamic. They rush, they have high motors, they are skilled, and they are good to go.
Absolutely. And also with you being from Florida, I want to thank you for Kadarius Toney because I love him too.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you, team? You guys are going to love Toney, and you traded back for him.
Yeah, I hate saying this. I hate saying this about players, and I hate comparing them to players that are already in the league. But I understand that's what a lot of people do. So in my opinion, Kadarius Toney would be considered a poor man's Tyreek Hill in my book.
Actually, I think he's better than Tyreek Hill because first off, he doesn't have the issues that Tyreek Hill has, to me. And yeah, I'm gonna be blasphemous. I'm gonna be nasty. That mofo needs to be locked up as of like 2 years ago, but he's still not locked up.
That was brutal.
And again, that's hatred. I get it. That's hatred. As far as a football player, he's a dynamic football player. But here's the other thing, though.
Wait, what did Tyreek Hill do?
Kadarius Toney, and I'm sure you remember this, Ant, and I'm not sure if you would remember this team, Percy Harvin.
Oh, yeah.
Percy Harvin, better than Percy Harvin, and doesn't have the migraine issues.
Exactly. And Harvin still managed to have a good career, too.
Yes, he did. And Harvin had his issues. He wasn't keeping squeaky clean, but Toney had a few. Yeah. Tony had a few, but I'm a Gator, and I will admit, there's some trouble down in Gainesville.
It's a party city.
Really? I didn't know that.
Exactly.
I only went there for 2.5 years. I didn't know that. What are you telling me here? And to New York team, University of Florida, look it out. Here's the other thing, and this is one thing I am going to say. If you can go to college out of state, if you have relatives that live in Florida, get yourself their address early, okay? Get on their address list so that you can get in-state pricing. Go to the University of Florida. Go to Florida State University. If you want to have a lot of chicks, go to Florida State University.
Yeah. I don't know if I want all the trouble there.
Well, first off, team, how I got to bring in Corey the Raider, and I got Corey the Raider with the Raiders are on the left, and the Giants are on the right. So we got them all in here. Corey, we got Big Blue Ant and New York.
What's going on, brother?
What's up, family? What's up? It's all love at the end of the day. We root on our teams. We just got a little bit of different taste in teams.
Hey, I always say hashtag hate the team, love the fan.
Exactly. And I go by that motto myself. Hey, some big news from Vegas. I don't know if y'all heard.
Yeah, I just saw Casey Hayward, baby.
Casey Hayward, yeah, we just signed Casey Hayward. So pretty much probably means the Sherman rumors are probably dead.
They're
Yeah,
dead.
because I'm sure he probably wanted way too much money than what we was willing to pay him.
And I tell you what, who would you rather have, Casey Hayward or?
I like Hayward. He's young. He's still young. He's still young.
And he knows Bradley's defense.
Exactly. So I think he'll be good for us, and he can mold these younger cornerbacks. See if we hold on to Arnett or what's going to happen with him too. He might be out the door too.
No, I don't think. I mean, I remember Arnett's only on his second year, so yeah, he needs to be taught up. He's got all the ability in the world. He was the second-rated cornerback in that draft, and we got him. Okay, people were bitching that we got him in the first round. He could have been there in the second. We did not have a second-round pick that year, people.
Right.
Shut the foxtrot up. Okay.
Well,
we got him.
He's up to five concussions now, Cap. That's
wow.
Concerns me.
Yeah, and that's troubling, which is why we picked up a lot of the defense. So, Corey, I know you know what the Raiders did. I want to talk to the team real quick because, again, and by the way, I don't want to keep you up because, again, A, I don't want you sleeping on the job tomorrow. And B, I don't want oh, that's right, your lady's not there this week. But I want to hear from the Giants guys we got on. I said Big Blue Ant. There's no crying, but you did get your linebacker and guy on the second round.
That was a nice pickup.
Great.
Yeah,
there you go. And Corey knows a lot about the draft too. I'm waiting on Corey and Jason Dean to come in to tell us all these good things. Giants did well. And again, Kadarius Toney, the kid from Georgia, and then you're getting a lot of good players there. I got to ask you guys: are you going to win the NFC least next year, or are you just going to be disappointed?
Oh yeah, we're stacked. We're stacked all across the board, every position. We're stacked.
Oh
We're
yeah.
stacked.
As a biased fan and as a biased fan and yet still a realist, I would be happy if we showed progression and went 9-8, 10-7. I'd be good with that. Anything above that is just a bonus.
Okay. Hey, like I said to the young ladies when I see them, say, "Hey, baby, I got a bonus for you." That's all I'm going to say. Anything better than average is a bonus. So
absolutely,
that's
right.
true. And so again, now this is another one, Corey. I'm gonna send it to you as well. Right after this, I'm gonna ask these guys as well. Which team in your division did the best in the draft to help them kick you aside this year? And or team? Yes, yeah. I ask you the tough questions. You ain't getting on my show and just say go Giants and all that other stuff like my boy. And I love him to death, But yeah, I'm gonna give you some thought provoking stuff.
I'm gonna go with Washington.
Okay, and why?
I think they used all their rounds to their advantage. Picking Shaka Toney in the 7th round was a big pickup, considering he was one of predicted to go in the 4th or 5th round. And they fell to the 7th round. And they got that linebacker from Kentucky, I believe, 1st round. Who I watched his tape and he's pretty good. So
Damon Davis, and that's why when we didn't pick him up, it was the next pick. And they picked him up because people were going ballistic when we picked Leatherwood and we didn't pick up Owusu-Koramoah. And there's like, what in the fox are you doing? Well, we got a very good run blocker. And by the way, I think Gruden likes to run the ball. But we ended up getting Morgan the 2nd round anyway. And we ended up getting some edge guys. The kid out of Buffalo. There was another kid out of Buffalo a couple of years back that did pretty well for us. I won't say his name, but we call him 50 Who. We don't say his name. I just call him 50 Who.
Yeah.
So, but he played for Buffalo, so he's got that bend, and he's good. So you know what? Good getting that edge guy / rush. So again, get the guy you want. And same thing to you. Who improved the most in the NFC East?
I think, obviously I would say my team, but you did say other team that concerns me. It would have to be Dallas because I believe their draft picks are ready now type players. Assuming the camaraderie builds, I think, especially with Parsons, I think they have players that are ready to go now. So I'd say Dallas.
Okay. Dwayne T with a super sticker. Thank you there, Dwayne T. Dwayne, this is on the next one. And again, you guys, by the way, you guys are more than welcome to come be members of the Galleon or to get in on the Captain's Treasure Chest of prizes. And the reason why I say that is you can win some really fabulous Raider things. And I know everybody has a Raiders fan that they want to just totally impress. So I'm just saying.
Look, listen, I grew up in an era where even if, like, I've been a Giants fan all my life, but the Raiders are such a popular organization that I would not mind wearing a Raiders hat or a Raiders jersey. That's how important the Raiders are.
Or having a Bo Jackson, what is it? It's not signed, but a nice, wonderful Bo Jackson picture frame thing in your house, or the Jack Daniels. And if you won that, you would piss off a lot of my Raider fans right there. That SOB New York Giant fan won the Jack Daniels prize. But you know what? You could probably hold it hostage and say, if you won it, this is my address.
Exactly.
How much you need to spend to get it. So it's always a win-win.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Actually, my very first jersey ever was a Bo Jackson Raiders jersey.
See, I know that there was reasons why I love you, man.
I appreciate you.
By the way, and the other thing is, like I said, and I ain't knocking on Sneaky G saying, "Oh, you got to do more than say let's go." I mean, that's good. That's his shtick, and that's wonderful. I said, but if I'm gonna throw some questions out there, I'm gonna make it worth your while. And by the way, I know you're gonna be talking to Sneaky soon. Give him a big yard for me.
I will.
To Sneaky G. And T, you got anything else out for me out the door? I'm going to get with Corey real quick before you have to go to bed.
I just wanted to say I appreciate you. Thank you for having me on the show. If you don't mind, if I plug my show real quick.
Of course, please do.
All right, my show you guys got to look for. It's under my name. It's Big Blue Ant 72. On what is it? On Twitch and on YouTube. And my show is Sports Made with the Godfather. It's on it's on Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time. And I invite all fans onto my show. Obviously I'm going to talk my Giants, Yankees, Knicks, and Rangers, but wherever you are, whatever fan you are, we can talk about it, guys. I'm not just biased to my team. So again, thank you, Captain Jack. I appreciate it. I follow you. You're a great person. You're very knowledgeable. You've been around the block a few times as I'm getting there myself.
It's been a while.
But again, I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much.
Hey, Big Blue, it's always good hearing from you. Thank you, sir, for coming in. And
thanks, Big Blue.
Welcome.
Thank you, brother. Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
And Teen, anything you want to plug while I'm in there? Is wearing that Yankee hat. Ooh.
Just go follow my page, NY Sports Teen, literally NY Sports Teen. I do some Instagram lives. Don't have my own show yet, but just trying to grow my page, and yeah.
Very, very knowledgeable for his age, young man. Listen, I've gotten some stats off of him that I didn't know about. So follow him, guys.
And don't take offense to this, because Big Blue Ant to me is a kid. So when I say that there are kids that know a lot, that includes Ant, because I know I've been around a little bit longer than him, and I love the kids. But the younger gentlemen, because you both are gentlemen that come on Sneaky G's show, that know all about it. I mean, WTF with all that he knows about Washington. Positive Philly with all he knows about Philly. Regan, my favorite Kansas City young lady. The guys and gals that are on there that know their stuff. It's a pleasure talking sports with people that know what they do. And Carson, the kid that's out of Carolina that knows about his Panthers. I love all of that. So I appreciate you guys coming in. Team, thank you for coming into the show. It was wonderful having you in for your initial spot. I loved it.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on.
You got it. Gentlemen, permission to go ashore is granted. You guys have a good night out there as well.
You too. Thanks again.
All right.
Peace out, Joe.
All right. I got Corey in there. Corey, I want to make sure I get you before you go to bed, and thank you for coming back. And I'll tell you what, Casey Hayward is going to be, again, we needed that great corner. You were talking about Arnett. And the fact that Arnett has got a lot of concussion, but Casey Hayward is an established corner. And as of right now, he should be dotted in as the starting cornerback. And then you can maybe have Arnett be the nickel, or maybe it's going to be somebody else in that spot. There's going to be a big turnover / heated battles for all of these spots. And I think, may the best men win.
And just to kind of dip into what you asked them to about how I felt the draft was.
Thank you.
I'm going to say, unfortunately, the Chiefs got a lot stronger. That kid, Nick Bolton, at linebacker, is a beast.
Yep.
From Missouri. They got a huge offensive lineman, Creed Humphrey, from Oklahoma. I'm actually looking at it right now because I was like kind of intrigued by your question. So I guess you could say I kind of cheated a little bit.
You had those couple minutes. Oh, wait a second. No, wait. Let me look up the answer real quick on the cheat sheet. And I'm going to say, if you are over there on Instagram, thank you for being on Instagram. The person asked what my Twitch is. It is Captain CaptJackRackem. That's my Twitch. Go over and hit me up on Twitch. Follow me. Hambone Gaming is there. Chris Lentz and J-Day Raider Nation for Life is in here. Come on over to YouTube. You can be in the show too. Thank you for being here on Instagram. And yeah, you cheated, Corey, but you know what? That's okay. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying hard enough. That's
right. Yeah, but I also did hear that the Chargers picked up 10 undrafted free agents. So they're just stacking up with depth, probably going with the kind of theory that we're going with, that it looks like, and the best man win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're going to go into camp. We're going to have 10 cornerbacks, 10 safeties, or however many. I'm just throwing some numbers out there. You know what I mean? 10 defensive linemen at each position. And, hey, the best man, you might see a total new secondary. It's hard to say. I mean, as many people that say, Jonathan Abram, he'll be the starter, it's not no guarantee.
No. And again, the fact that we brought back the
Carl
kid,
Joseph.
Joseph, and I loved him out of West Virginia years ago, and I'm glad he's back with the team. He's got that intensity. He's got the same intensity that Abram has, but you know what? He plays within his bounds, and he doesn't overplay.
Right.
He doesn't overplay, and I love having him back, Carl Joseph. So again, we lost Derek Harris, but we signed Dalen Levitt again. But you know what? The safeties that we had, and said we got so many safeties. Well, you know what? Not really. Tanner Muse is going to be moved from safety to linebacker, as is the kid that they picked up that's a little bit stockier. He's going to become a weak side linebacker. Oh, Diablo. Thank you there, Chris Donnet.
Diablo, yeah.
So we got what a great name, man.
Divine
Diablo. My
and
God,
divine,
man.
you just think of the word divine. Well, let's hear it. Alexa, what does divine mean?
As a noun,
I got it
water
too
can
low.
have a few meanings. 1. A portable container for holding liquids.
Alexa, stop.
Characteristically having a neck and mouth made of black.
I don't know what triggered her, but she liked something and was talking about it.
Because I talked and she probably heard me through yours. But yeah, it was like, I was like quite intrigued by what the word divine means. So, his parents definitely seen something in him while he was still in the womb.
There you
know
go.
What I mean? And they said, man, this kid is going to do things. He's going to be a beacon of light. And I'm glad he's with us. You know what I mean?
I tell you what, there's nothing better than having a divine devil on your team.
No doubt. But yeah, I like the position where we're at. I like the Leatherwood pick. It was hard to chew right at very first because I wanted so many different players. But I guess Mayock said it was almost impossible to trade down because they wasn't giving us our worth.
Right,
so
right. And like you said, you get who you want and F everybody else.
Yeah.
Get who you want and F everybody else. And if you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong, but live with it. And that's what Mayock did. He says, I don't care what anybody else says. By the way, the Phillies and Mets are tied up at 4. Top of the 8th, 1 out, runner on first. I haven't been paying attention. I've been so intrigued with y'all's conversation. But, I can't wait.
Yeah. I think Mullen will probably still hold on to the job. I think he'll still hold on to the other cornerback job. I'm going to tell you what's kind of interesting, though. is the fact that we brought in that Hobbs kid from Illinois. He's going to be somebody to really keep an eye on, because let's face it, our secondary was dismantled by injuries last year. Dismantled. Along with our offensive line. I mean, those was our two toughest spots to stay healthy. We couldn't stay healthy on either side of that ball, on the offensive lineman or the secondary. We was just getting banged up constantly. But I feel like Abrams is definitely on alert. Like, they're saying, hey, we brought in backup safeties and shit. Not sorry.
Don't forget about Rasul. What's his nose?
Rasul Douglas, I feel, will be the corner now. He'll be your nickel cornerback. You know what I mean? Or a slot cornerback. You know what I mean? I think he wins the position. So you got Rasul, Hayward, and Mullen. I like it already. You know what I mean? Then you get, let's say Abrams wins his spot. Okay. And then you got Trevor Moehrig. I think we're really going to get rid of Heath. I think he's a cap casualty at this point.
Yeah, and the other thing is now Heath was a decent player for the Cowboys, and he won a game single-handedly for us by getting a couple interceptions last year. So fantastic, but that was last year, and he's another year older. Nice. And you go younger in the defensive secondary, and I think that Heath is probably the one guy that I mean, maybe he said, screw you, Captain, I'm going to be that white guy that sticks around. Right. And good on you there, Jeff Heath, because you got a lot going for you. But right now, I think they go younger, faster, quicker, and cheaper. You put all of those things together, and that's why I see that maybe he's not on our team.
Right, and his availability wasn't really there last year. I mean, he was in and out of games so many times. It was.
Yeah, I know I was clicking through Chris Donna gave me a dissertation on the defense. I liked it. That's why I was putting it all up. But, like I said, for those people that said that we didn't get better, we did. Now, it depends upon how they play, obviously, because this isn't Stratomatic. And by the way, if you don't know what Stratomatic is, I'm definitely too old. They used to do, before video games, they used to have board games. And they would have like dice with kind of like the what was the name of that Dungeons and Dragons dice that had like all of these weird sides to it. We used to you'd play a board game for baseball and you'd have your team and they would have Stratomatic stuff. This isn't Stratomatic. You don't play based upon the stats and the figures and all the other things in front of you, and that's how you win. No, and you don't play via Madden. Because somebody's Madden's rating is 99 and he's the greatest, but you know what?
Right.
He's a chump, Right. So you don't have to deal with that, but you play on the field. You play on the field, and that's just the way it is. They got to win on the field too.
Yeah, and I think we will. I think that the biggest thing that I liked is that we're actually finally under the Gruden resume, because sometimes I kind of knock Gruden down a little bit because he likes to play old-fashioned. But to see that he's finally letting the defensive coordinator come in and run hybrid linebackers is what it sounded like with dang, you just said his name earlier.
Tanner Muse.
I always forget his name. And the kid we were just talking about, Devine, that's going to be phenomenal because now you got speed, you know what I mean? And you got hitters. We're so used to playing just regular linebackers. They've never played anywhere else but linebackers. You know what I mean? So
I got to wave to my girl, Liz. Hey, darling. How you doing, honey? Good to see you as well.
Well, hey, Cap, I'm going to go ahead and get up off here. I just wanted to come back on and speak my piece a little bit.
No, speak, and I'm glad you came on because I felt bad because I had the rush on those gentlemen. I put them on, and you popped out, and I didn't take it personally because I know you got to get up early.
Right,
I got to get up early too, and I still got to put this one to bed and then cut it and then do a bunch of other things. But you know what? I'm gonna be hating life tomorrow. That's all I know.
Right. All right, brother. I'm out.
All right, and Ed Winchell, you're not chopped liver. But you're not as gorgeous as Elizabeth Chavez. That's just the way it is. And Corey, thank you for being here. If you want to be in the show, let me get this back on. Oh, Oso's in the house as well. There's the. Did it come in? Did it do it? It didn't do it. Let me do it again. Hang on here. I'm gonna get the link. I'm gonna get the link. Okay. There we go. There's the link. If you want to be in on the show, hit the link. Hit the link. It's there, StreamYard.com with like a bunch of letters and numbers. There you go. You can be in the show just like Corey was, just like Ant was, just like New York Team was. And again, I like to have you come in. If you want to call the show, you can do that as well. You can definitely do that as well. So let me put this up. And Ed, you're not chopped liver, but trust me, woo! Between you and Elizabeth, baby, come on now. Watching on Facebook, get over to YouTube, get it the Northeast Streaming Sports, get in on the channel. You can get in on the show. You can call that StreamYard, or you can call in at 813-699-0834 or go to the StreamYard link. Will Carley is there, and I know Will Carley's su madre, the most linda dama in all of Dominicana Republic. I know she's watching, and thank you for that. I gotta love mi vida. I need to send out to her as well. So we got the ladies in the house. And having said that, with the ladies here, make sure you ladies are watching every other Tuesday, starting Tuesday, the initial Captain and Wench's show. Captain and Wench's show every other Tuesday, starting this Tuesday. My girl, DC Wench, Peggy Holmes, is already getting stuff together. In fact, I needed to contact her via Facebook, but I was on the show, and I got to do that there. But come in, ladies. Make sure you are there. If you are on Instagram, Greedy won an auction for a Giants John Ross signed football. That's cool. That's awesome, Greedy. Come on over to Facebook YouTube. Come on into the show. You can be in the show right there. Who else is going here? Oh, please, Will, like I said. And see, I got Will there I said Will's going to tell his madre. And then there's Elizabeth, who is very, very, what a wonderful lady. What a wonderful lady. And this year, the Raiders can put Carr in the Pro Bowl with a decent defense. You know, the last time the Raiders had the best defense in 2016, we were in the playoffs. You know why? Because Derek Carr had a lot of comeback wins. The very next year in 2017, we had the same ranked defense, 20th ranked. Carr didn't have as many comeback wins. So there you go. If the defense is better than 20th, there's a possibility that the Raiders go to the playoffs. I just saw, is that a home? Oh, this is from the other night with Conforto. Okay. Top of the eighth, the Mets have runner. The bases are full, one out with Conforto coming up, and he won the game the other night. So and who's on the mound? It is Alvarado. Alvarado's on the mound. Just don't throw a gopher ball. Line is open. Come into StreamYard, hit the link, StreamYard.com/10978JFRR, or call in 813-609-0834. It is 10:05. We got at least an hour to go, man. This has got to be a 2-hour show. Talk to me about your team. And Alvarado throws it over Realmuto's head, and nobody goes forward. Thank goodness. Good to see everybody. What is that last comment? Jerry White, who is a member of the Galleon. Thank you there, Jerry. And by the way, I do have everybody's. I got the wheel ready. Tomorrow night, I will have a special show. We will have the third iteration of the draw. The first one, I know that Mr. Wombat and who else was it? Mr. Wombat was one of the winners, and because we had I can't remember. I can't remember who won the first round. But Mr. Wombat and one other person won the first round. Last round was won by Bronco Mary. Bronco Mary won that wonderful, nice Raider hard metal sign. This is round 3. We will do that tomorrow night. You can become a member of the Chiefs Mess. You can be a member of the crew. You want to do whatever, you email me for information, your name and address, level of membership. Go to Captain Jack Rackham, send me an email. And by the way, if you are an Android user, it's so easy to become a member. It's so easy to become a member. Asylum is in here. Vicky's in here. Thank you, Vicky. Always good to see you. Remember, one of my V gals, Vicky, Vanessa, Valerie, V, Veronica, who is my one of the V gals, love her to death. She's a Niners fan. She's one of my V gals. One of my V gals. Love her. And then also we got Shabila. Did they just walk in? They walked in a run. They walked in a run. You got to be kidding me. Mets are up 5-4. Bases are still loaded, 1 out. So the Mets are winning. Yep, I tell you what, we can do this. We can do this. If you are on Instagram, Hambone Gaming, we got Casey Hayward. Yeah, we were talking about it. We were talking about Hambone. Please come on over. You're watching me do a show on Instagram. Please head on over to YouTube. Do all of the good things that you need to over on YouTube. Evan Kirby, who is also a member of the gang, thank you. Orioles blew their lead on errors to lose the sweeping A's while out on the West Coast. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, yeah, and Velvet Raider. I'm sorry. Velvet Raider is one of my V gals as well. Becky, I apologize. We got, so it's pretty soon I'm going to have a list up so I get everybody's name and I don't mess them. Okay, it's Vanessa and Valerie and Vicky, Velvet Raider, V, Veronica, and Shavila, and Mi Vida Carolina. So there's the 8 that I know about. Okay, so there's 8. Those are my V gals there. If I missed one, I got everybody, I think. Line is open, 813-619-0834, 813-619-0834. I'm gonna put Will in for just a little bit, because Will is excitable, loves to talk about his Raiders. 13 years old in the Dominican Republic, and a great gentleman. Let's get Will in the house. Will, how you doing there, brother? What's going on? Oh, up. You're muted. You're muted.
Hello for all my Raiders family and Raider Nation. Yarg!
Yarg! There you go. That's yes. My boy. Hey, Will, what's going on? And he's all tricked out with his Raiders. So Will always has a smile on his face. I gotta love that as well.
Yeah, I'm good. My mom is hear you. My mom hear you.
Bueno or no bueno?
Yeah, it's bueno.
Okay, bueno. Okay,
it's in my lado, left.
Okay, to your left. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, she can come on camera if she wants, if she's not shy.
No, I say thank you very much.
Okay. And so you got now. See, for those that don't know, Mi Vida Carolina, who is one of the V gals as well, also goes by the name Cardi B Raiderette. Cardi B Raiderette is Will Carley's mom. So there you go, Cardi B Raiderette, and there's Will. And you've seen her out there at Raider games. Very, very wonderful Raider lady. And Will, we are teaching him about the ways of the Raiders. Will, I know you didn't really get a chance to know what's going on, but I'm telling you, the Raiders did so well. They've at least addressed a lot of the needs that they needed. So in the draft, so yo espero the Raiders is más mejor this year.
Yes, I know. I hope.
Okay.
I hope Carr is better in this season. Yeah, this year.
There you go. Will knows about Carr. You give him some options. You get a better defense. Carr is más mejor, is muy mejor for all of Raider Nation. Total.
Yes, I know.
There you go. Now, Will, I want to hear you do before you leave. By the way, I said I gotta give love to su madre, mi vida Carolina, and I gotta say thank you for being here as well. Always good. So give me a yarg before you leave.
Yarg.
Okay.
Yarg, Raider Nation.
There you go. Gracias, Will. Always good seeing you. You take care. Cuídate. Su familia total.
Take care, Cap. Bye.
All right, bye-bye, Will. Gotta love it. I see. That's what I like, man. I like people that have that love for the Raider Nation. Yeah, Liz, I don't do too bad. I didn't know that you knew Spanish. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's más o menos is okay. It's okay, Elizabeth. You know, I don't do too bad. But gracias por ti. And I got Oso in the house, and Oso knows about Will. Puro pinche, la nación, presidente of TNBC, our presidente, Oso Raider. There you go. And yeah, ¿qué tal? You know, again, my Spanish gets better. And I used to say this. I used to only know. I used to be wow. The Mets are up 8-4 now. Wow. I haven't been paying attention. The Mets are on the verge in the top of the eighth of taking 2 out of 3 in Philadelphia. And I didn't think the Mets were that good this year. But they must have done something right. Again, coming into Philly and taking 2 out of 3. If you want to be in the show, Elizabeth, we can see you on the show. I'd love to see Elizabeth. Always good to see you, lady. And again, Velvet is going to be now Velvet Raiderette, a.k.a. Becky, is going to be there on Tuesday for the Captain and Wenches show. I know Vicky is also going to be there, so they're saying Vicky and Becky going back and forth. Hopefully we will see Elizabeth there and everybody else. Okay. Now, well, who's this? Young and Ty, look, I hate the Chiefs, but that linebacker core they're going to have this year with Willie Gay Jr. and Nick Bolton is going to be dangerous. I agree. And welcome to the show. Ty. You're right. The Chiefs are always, well, first off, they went out and got Orlando Brown for their number 31 draft pick. Okay, so they already have an established all-pro for our first rounder. It costs them some money. But you know what? They went out, they got Brown. They went out and got Long. They went out and got the kid from the Patriots. They went out and just improved the hell out of their offensive line. Because they know that they live and die, win or lose, making sure that Patrick Mahomes is throwing the rock. And you are right. What's it, Youngin Ty? Thank you for being here. Welcome to the show. And thank you for being here. Oso gets a hello. Dodgers kicked some tail today in Milwaukee. Ed Winch, always good to hear from Ed. Yeah, and you're not chapped liver. Did we have another home run? Did it hit the pole? It's either okay. It was close. It was close to being a home run by Pilar. Again, Mets are up 8-4. Okay, yeah. On the screen, it looked a little bit closer, but yeah, it's not. It wasn't as close. Mets are beating my Phillies. Bolton knows business going in the second round. He was considered the second best linebacker in this draft, but teams overlooked him. I agree. And again, to get a talent like that later in the draft, a round or two down. And the other thing is that so if you look at it analytically, and that's a very good point, Youngin or Ty, is that the Chiefs pushed their first round pick to the Ravens, but they got an all-pro tackle who I believe they're going to use on the left side. So their first pick, let's call it their de facto number one pick, they get Bolton, who is a fantastic linebacker. And so that they got a first-round talent in the second round. So they ended up, getting Brown at tackle, and then they end up getting Bolton. They're going to be dangerous. The Chiefs got better. The Chargers got better. The Broncos got a little better. I think it's still going to be up between the Raiders, the Chiefs, and the Chargers. It's going to be a three-way tie. The Broncos, I don't know. I don't see it yet. Ed Winchell, thank you for that. Ed Winchell with a super sticker. And I will look to see. I know Robert Bigler had one, and Dwayne T had one, and Ed Winchell. Ed, you got it's a it's a $9.99. Okay, so a double dose. Now I didn't see the other ones. Dwayne T and Robert Bigler. If you're still watching, I need to know what the monetary push was. I'll try to find it on YouTube. But I see Ed Winchell with two $9.99. Thank you there, Ed Winchell. I'll go back and look. One for me, one for Rose. Okay. Edward one and Rose one for $9.99. Dwayne T and Robert Bigler. Robert Bigler, my Chiefs fan, and again, great to see him here as well. Hollywood's in the house. Puro pinche. There you go. If you want to be in the screen, I had it up there, and we got some folks that are watching. Again, if you're on Instagram, I'm calling over to Instagram. It's almost 20 after 10. Come on over to YouTube. Please come on over to YouTube. We are pushing on the Northeast Streaming Sports Network on my channel, on YouTube, on Facebook, Elite Superfans on Facebook. We are on Twitch. We're also on, and this is wonderful, we are on Zodiac TV for the Northeast Streaming Sports Network. Northeast Streaming Sports. Watch us on Zodiac TV. Great stuff. And hopefully, and I was talking today with one of my good friends from Northeast Streaming Sports, Mr. Engel, who's up there in the Northeast. He's either in New York or Connecticut or something. But Keith Engel, what a knowledgeable gentleman. And I'm like, you know what? I would love to do a show with you. So hopefully, me and Mr. Engel can do something. Look for it on Northeast Streaming Sports. Obviously, it'll be on my YouTube and things like that. It'd be great. Would be great. If you want to be into the show, give me a call. Obviously, I can show you here. Wrong one. We put up where you need. Okay, there you go. Call into the show tonight, 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. On the crawl, you can see how you can get a hold of your Captain Jack Rackham patch. Your Captain Jack patch is for $13 via PayPal, or you can become a Chiefs Mess member and you get it with your membership with the Chiefs Mess. One patch, though. But you get many benefits as a member of the Galleon, many membership benefits. Membership has its privileges, and there you go. Also, and I think it's kind of late in the game here. And one thing that I would like to probably do is I want to have, and I spoke with somebody about it as well, is the contributor of the night, the crewman for the night. Okay, if you are a caller, if you are a caller or in on video, I want everybody that's here to say, who was that person that made the most out of this? Because what I'm going to do is this: I'm going to put them each show. I'm going to have one person identified, and then at the end of the month, and I'm working with a sponsor to get a prize for them. Okay. I can't talk about it because it's only in the preliminary stages, but whoever is here, I want you to tell me who was the contributor, who was the crewmate, who was on the galleon, in the galleon here that contributed a great portion to the show, okay? Because like I said, we had Will that came on board as the Raider. We had Big Blue Ant and New York Team talking New York sports, obviously Corey the Raider. And then we had Crazy Cooter. So we've had, two Giant fans and a Vikings fan already. And then we had Raider fans, and it's good. And again, I can't wait to, like I said, this is a primarily Raider-centric show. But I love talking with all of the other people because, again, you got to know what's going on. And it gets the camaraderie out. And I'm going to probably finish off my drink right here. There you go. I should have more. Bryce Harper didn't do anything because he's sitting on the bench. So the Phillies are still down 8-4, 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Not looking good for the home team, literally. Again, if you are on Instagram, I'm going to you right now via Instagram. Thank you for being here on Instagram. Please come on over to YouTube. Remember, on YouTube, I am on Northeast Streaming Sports YouTube. I'm on my YouTube as well. I'm on my Twitch. I am on Twitter. I am on Facebook. I'm on the Elite Superfans Network of Facebook. Northeast Streaming Sports on Facebook. So I'm on eight means plus Instagram, and I like to talk to you about it. Now again, it's 20 after 10. Let's not have the momentum just die. Let's not have the momentum die. Give me a call. And again, I don't like talking dead air because we're talking the draft. And again, I appreciate from Youngin, Ty. Yeah, and the fact that they got Cornell Powell in the 5th. There you go. They draft well. I think it's about the Raiders to start thinking about a quarterback. I agree. And they didn't do it this year yet. But I was surprised. And actually, I saw this, and it was, think about it. The Raiders have been around since 1960. So that's what, 60? Is it 60 years already? 60, 70, 80, 90, 0, 10, 20. So that's 60. In the 61 years that the Raiders have been drafting, 2021 was the very first year in 61 years the Raiders did not take an offensive specialist. Let me repeat that. An offensive specialist, i.e., not a lineman. No wide receivers, no running backs, no quarterbacks, no tight ends at all. This was the very first time in 61 years of every Raiders draft that they didn't hire an offensive specialist they didn't draft an offensive specialist. Now they got some in the free agency, and actually while I got that up, let's talk about that. Darius Stills, the defensive tackle out of West Virginia. Here, let me put it over here. Now, as far as offensive specialists, it looks like there's Dylan Stoner, the wide receiver out of Oklahoma State, Trey Regis, a running back out of Louisiana, Garrett Groshek, a running back out of Wisconsin, and there was another kid that was a wide receiver. Who it was Bateman, Braxton. I can't. But he was also a wide receiver. So they did pick up some specialists via the free agency haul. Again, Stoner, and let me see, Regis, DJ Turner, a wide receiver, Groshek, a running back, and then the other wide receiver whose name escapes me. So they did well via the offensive specialist via the free agency. They didn't draft anyone. This is the first time in 61 years. And Chris Donnett was pulling some pork. Don't lead me in a straight line like that, Chris. Woo! I won't say anything about that. 2020 class needs to step up. This class needs all the OTAs and preseason they can get if we want to make a push for the season. Amen and hallelujah and true. And Jeff Turner also reminds us that 2019 class needs to step up as well. Because remember, Ruggs was injured. Muse was injured. Edwards was injured. That's 3 of our picks from last year that didn't play a lot or a full season because they were injured. And yet Chris Donnett knows that. Don't give the old salty captain a straight line like that. If you want to be in the show, I'm going to put that link one more time. It's right there up on your screen. And again, I thank everybody for being here. We are on all my channels. We're on Northeast Streaming Sports on Facebook for them, as well as their YouTube. We're on Zodiac TV. And we've had some guests that have come on, and hopefully that we'll have some more people come in. Let's do the full 2 hours. Let's let it run. Let's let it go. Let's get some more people in here. Chris Donald says, I think with Yannick Crosby will be able to produce as well as our secondary. Yannick Ngakoue is going to be a beast with us, and he knows Bradley's system for playing under Bradley in Jacksonville. And Hayward is coming over from the Chargers, one of the better cornerbacks in the league, knows how to play in Bradley's system. These guys that know how to play already are going to be a step above. Cleve Farrell will make a splash too, according to Chris. I agree with that. We have to dominate the trenches. I agree. And thank you for all of that. Jacobs and Drake will go crazy behind Leatherwood. And like I said, Leatherwood is a dynamic run-blocking beast in Alabama. And, okay, he's got pedigree. He is the Outland Award winner from last year. People were saying, well, the last Outland Award winner we had didn't do too much. Now it's Robert Gallery. And, T-Rex arms. He was a bust. For a first-round pick at tackle, he was a bust. He was a functional offensive lineman for a couple years before we got rid of him, and then he went to the Seahawks. Then he's out of the league. I don't know what he's doing nowadays. Yeah, he was a bust. He was the Outland Award winner. And Leatherwood's a big, heavy kid that can just bulldoze people. And the other thing about it, thank you again, Chris, on it, Leatherwood plays everywhere on the offensive line, from left tackle to right tackle, everywhere. Now, granted, he is not the prime center because that prime center went in the draft in the second round, but he can play there in a pinch. Team of ball acquisitions, multi-positional. I agree. And like I said, make yourself useful. Make yourself useful. And you will live to that extra day. If you can only do one thing and they got another, and the dude next to you can do three things, who are you going to keep on the team? Who are you going to keep on the team? Ty comes back. I would have taken Tevin Jenkins. Yeah. And Ty, I agree. And when they took the Leatherwood pick, and people that watched me doing the draft show, they saw I was pissed. And it wasn't because we took an offensive lineman. I actually thought we were going to take an offensive tackle. Because I said the only thing we need on offense is a right tackle. And I was all over. I said, Tevin Jenkins, Oklahoma State, beast. And I was pissed off because Tevin Jenkins was on the board and we didn't take him. And then the other people that were there were pissed off because we didn't take a defensive player. Oh, my God, we could have had Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Oh, my God, we could have had Morig. Got him in the second round, though. We got him in the second round, and we moved up to make sure we got him. And if you listen to the interview with Mike Mayock, we moved up to make sure we got him, make sure we went ahead of Dallas. I believe it was Dallas he cited to make sure we got it. Jacobs looks nice, but how does that power translate to the NFL? We'll see. We'll see. Because we know Leatherwood can just bruise over people. And that's the other thing, because I'm a buddy who is a Vikings fan, saying that you guys passed on Darasol for that schlub. Well, you know what? I like the pedigree. And he's just going to bowl over some people. And yet, Tom Cable is all about it. Kevin Jenkins throws guys left and right in college. He's strong as hell. Okay. And that's what, Big 12? So that's decent competition. But I'll take an SEC player when all things are equal. And I'm biased. I get it. I'm being honest. I'm biased. I'm an SEC person, and I'm biased. Yep. Thank you there, Chris. Leatherwood was just all over. And the other thing is that, yep, his pass protection can be taught. And that's what I also said is that Darasol, who is everybody said is a beast in the running game, yeah, his pass protection, Darasol's, needs to be improved. And it will be. Single through the infield. Again, Mets are up 8-4. 2 on and 2 out. Runners on first and second. Top of the ninth. And the Mets look like they're going to win this game. Most pass plays were quick out of Carr's hands. Yep, that's true. Thank God for that. And I'm so kind of mad we didn't get Bolton or Jook. I really wanted one of them. I know. And we addressed it. Remember, we still have Littleton. We still have Kwiatkowski. We still have Morrow. We have Tanner Muse that is going to be moving to one of the linebacker spots. And then the other kid that we drafted this year, the big safety, is going to linebacker as well, playing the Will. Carr never held the ball for too long. Thank God. And the one thing I can't say is that, and people remind me about this, Just Win Baby 11 joined. Thank you for coming in, Just Win Baby. If you are there on Instagram, you are watching me do a show on YouTube. Please head on over to YouTube, Captain Jack Rackham on YouTube. Please come on over to YouTube. Instead of watching me do a show, you can be in the show. Do that. Kelly Farley. Good to see you, honey, and thank you for your graphics. I love the fact that Kelly Farley puts me or includes me in a lot of her work. And Kelly, remember Tuesday, Captain and Wench's show. Every other Tuesday. Kelly, be sure you are there. You are definitely. I want to make sure the ladies get the word out. Yes, gentlemen, you're not excluded. But I want the ladies of Raider Nation and the ladies of the NFL and ladies of sports knowing that there is a show that is geared to them. If the lady wants to be in the show, she's gonna bump a dude. I'm telling you. If I have a gentleman that's calling in, and I got a lady that's calling in, she's gonna bump a dude. She wants to be on camera, she's going to bump a dude. I got a call coming in.
Call from RDR Edward Winchell. To accept,
and we're going to talk to Ed. Ed, how you doing tonight? What's going on, brother?
Hello, Jay. How you doing, man?
I'm good. And I got you down for 2, one for you, one for Rose. And I got to go back to see what Robert Bigler had and Dwayne T had. You guys are on the next one. Not the one that we're going to be doing tomorrow night.
Well, you ought to be commended.
I ought to be both, probably, committed and commended. So thank you. So what's on your mind tonight, Ed?
Well, I want to bring up something that we haven't touched tonight that I think is something we should not forget.
Okay. What's that?
And that is that Mr. Rogers keeps saying he wants to go to the Raiders. I hear the Raiders are saying straight out we can't afford them.
We can't.
Now the best contract in baseball forever was the Bobby Bonilla New York Mets contract, where he has been out of baseball for over 25 years. He's getting $1.5 million a year still through 2033.
Yeah.
If the Raiders do something like that, it'll be interesting.
But is that would the Players Association even allow that contract? Because
I don't know. I don't know much about the Players Association.
Yeah, because when Bobby, and by the way, Kendall Hansen, thank you for being here. I want to make sure that you know I saw what you got it. And Asylum, I'll put you up on the screen pretty soon as well. But here's the thing.
You not like Rogers' money, Pat.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. If Aaron Rodgers wants to go to the Raiders, okay, great. But the Raiders can't pay him what his contract stipulates. So first off, they would have to say, okay, if you come here, you're going to have to rework your contract. That's the first thing. The second thing is that they would have to figure out how to do that, and I don't know if they can even do that. And remember last year around this time, everybody was saying, well, Tom Brady, and I need to wait. I need to hit myself. I just said a dirty word. Primatama wanted to come to the Raiders, and he was seen in Vegas with Mark Davis at a sporting event, and it was a done deal that Primatama was coming to the Raiders, and I was so happy. I was so happy that he went to the fake Pirates down here in Tampa.
Yeah, so was I.
I was, but he got that damn Super Bowl because he was TB12, aka Primatama, and they get every call in the book. And then they made that super team with that guy who shall remain nameless, who people still equate as a Raider who never played it down for the Raiders. They brought Gronk out of retirement. They got a really good running back out of Jacksonville in Leonard Fournette. They got
they got Mike Evans there.
Right, Evans was there, and Godwin was there, and they have JPP was there. Vita Vea came in at the very end when they needed to, a very good defensive player, and he was injured at the beginning, and they got him back for the Super Bowl and for the playoffs. That was a miraculous run. Can't stand the fake Pirates, and you guys know how it is with them. Can't stand it. And they got some calls, but they did win. So there you go. But here's the thing: if Aaron Rodgers wants to be a Raider, and I've seen it where and Asylum, we were talking about this, where he's going to be a Bronco, or he's going to be a Cardinal, or he's going to be a Raider. I've seen him where they said that he would be a Saint. I think the Saints would be the best place to go. Honestly, I think the Saints would be a fantastic place to go because they beat the Bucs twice last year. They didn't beat them the third time, but they beat them twice. So if I was Aaron Rodgers, I'd go to the Saints, and then you're still in the same conference as the Packers, and you can just say screw you all that much and make an impact. And Kendall Hansen, we'll talk about that. Go ahead.
You know what the Saints are going to do, and you know what the Saints are going to do to Tampa Bay, right?
Well, I hope they destroy Tampa Bay and that they keep them out of the playoffs. That's what I hope.
That's what they would do.
That's what I hope.
But I don't see any other way that the Raiders can afford Rodgers.
I don't know how. Now the only way that they could afford Rodgers is if they got rid of Carr. Because I think Carr is making the most money.
I've seen some posts saying that a lot of people would be really pissed at the Raiders if they dumped Carr for Rodgers.
Yeah, and to be honest, and again, I'm not the biggest Derek Carr supporter. I would love Aaron Rodgers to be here, but I'm not going to give you Derek Carr for him.
No,
I'm not going to give up Derek Carr because Derek Carr knows John Gruden's system, and why get rid of a guy that just needs a defense to win games?
It's hard to turn your back on it last year's FTP.
Yeah. I'd love to have him. But it depends upon the cost.
He ain't going to Broncos. He's not going to Denver. He's not going to Arizona. He's not going to move Murray out of Arizona.
Well, if you're Arizona, who would you rather have, Aaron Murray or Aaron Rodgers?
But isn't Murray locked up like a long-term heavy contract?
Yeah, but he's still on his rookie. He's still on his rookie deal
For the first 5 years.
Yeah, he's still on his rookie deal. You could have Murray there, and he's not costing you as much because he's still on his rookie deal. You could still have Murray and Rodgers, and you would have the best quarterback tandem for a young guy and an MVP. If you're gonna go somewhere, why not go to Arizona? Why not go to New Orleans? Because New Orleans made the playoffs and beat the Bucks twice last year.
Can you imagine Rodgers with Hopkins and Fitzgerald? Oh my God!
Yeah.
You know.
So I don't think it's going to happen. And to be honest, Aaron Rodgers does not have anything that he can use to barter. He said, well, I don't want to be playing for you anymore. And then the Packers say, okay, well, fine, don't play. We're not going to pay you. You're still under contract. You can't go anywhere else. So you can't force a trade because if you want to, people say, well, he's going to be the host of Jeopardy. No, he's not. No, he's not. So
there are two people, I don't know the names, that won the MVP, and the next year they retired because they didn't get the money they wanted. And both of them retired.
Okay, and who are those two people?
I don't know, I forgot the name.
Okay.
But it was two guys, and neither one went back. But the point is, neither one went back to the team.
Okay. Well, I think maybe what is that? And was one of them Elway and the other one Peyton Manning? No, because Peyton Manning retired after a crappy year, so it wouldn't have been him.
Right.
Because the Broncos won the Super Bowl in spite of Manning. Their defense won it for him.
I'd have to Google it to see, to be honest with you. But I did read that those two individuals retired instead of not going back to work for the same team because they didn't get the contract they wanted.
Yeah.
You know, they were older guys. I mean, they had a good career, but these guys, these football players, it's like preschool. You know?
And again, I would love to have Aaron Rodgers. I would love to have Aaron Rodgers, but the problem is, how do you fit him in under the cap, and who do you give up for him? And I don't see it. I don't see it. So.
Well, I'm really happy with our draft. I think we did great. I give him an A.
I would give him a solid B. I mean, again, it might be an A depending upon what happens, but it's a solid draft. It's a solid draft, and everybody is poo-pooing it, but it's solid. It might not be a great draft. I think that, and I was looking at the one grades that this one guy did. I think that they were over or being very, very lenient. Everybody got either an A, an A minus, a B plus, or a B. There was a couple C's. And I think the one grade that I saw this one guy, and it was consistent. Most people got A's and B's, right? The worst grade I saw was a D. And I don't remember who was doing these draft grades, but this guy was just being obviously was just grading just easy as hell.
He's a Chiefs fan, Cap.
I don't know. Hey,
but you know what this is we are building. I mean, we picked up Drake, which is phenomenal. I think that's going to be great. Leatherwood is going to be fabulous. For the both back. If the defense solidifies itself to keep us from giving up 30+ points a game, we'll go to the playoffs, I think.
Yeah, as long as our offense remains better and the defense – actually, if the defense could give up maybe 26, obviously below 30, if it's in the 20s, we'll go to the playoffs. I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here you go. Here you go. Carson Palmer retired because he wanted out of Cincinnati. Then the Raiders traded for him. I remember that.
That was one. And there's another guy. That is one. Carson Palmer was one. Out of USC, remember?
Yep. And Liz is over here on Instagram as well. How you doing there, Liz? Kids 2310 is here as well. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. Appreciate it. Good to see you. And then, do you like the smell of diapers? Mac Z. Mac Z, I want to say he's a troll, but we'll see. We'll see if there's more. Yeah, there it is. Do I like the smell of diapers? Tell you what, Mac.
What the hell question is that?
I don't know.
Drugs or drinking a lot?
Dwayne T was now I'm seeing all of these. Dwayne T at $5. See, I have to get caught up on on the comments over there on YouTube, so I can eventually tell Mr. Mac Z that I can ban him. But unfortunately, because I haven't been keeping up on YouTube, I gotta keep scrolling, and it's gonna be a while. So as soon as I get there, I'll tell Mac Z, you'll be banned as a wait. Let me see if I can do it here.
Well, you know what I like to do?
What's that? Oh, I can block user here. Thank you, Go.
I like to boil freshly worn underwear and drink the water.
There you go.
So you can tell this Mac guy. That's a true story too.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's very romantic, I've heard.
So I think I got him banned. Yeah. Mac Z was hidden. So yeah, okay.
Take him off the top. His message is still on the top.
Well, I'm getting there. I'm gonna remove them. There you go. Hopefully I will get all of the. Eventually, hopefully it'll go. Did I have another? Somebody came in again. Yeah, daddy issues. Yeah, block me.
Right, daddy issues.
Block me, daddy. There you go. The only person that can call me daddy on this program is Liz. Okay.
I'm never called daddy.
Yeah, I know. Liz has called me daddy in the past, so that's why I'm saying. And that's it. She's the only person that can call me daddy. Oh, Jason Dean Hunter. Thank God I saw him. There you go. Oh boy. So we had a troll. I haven't had a troll in a while. That's pretty cool.
Tell Jason to call in.
Yeah, Jason Dean. Hopefully. Oh, and I got another user on Instagram. That's for Yeshley. Yeshley, good to see you there on Instagram. Thank you for being here. I got rid of him. You got there he is.
Yeah, buddy.
Jason Dean, thank you for calling in. Jason Dean, if you want to be on camera, let me give you the link. It's right there. Jason Dean.
Yeah.
You could be on camera.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, your highlighted comment still has the smell of diapers.
Well, I don't care. He's blocked. He's blocked. It can have the smell. They can have the smell of diapers. I don't care.
All right, pal. I'm gonna let Jason call in so we can hear about his time.
There you go, and I appreciate it there, Ed. Always good hearing from you, brother.
You too, brother. We'll talk soon.
All right. Good night. That's Ed. Always good hearing from Ed Winchell. Well, I just don't get you. Yeah, Jerry White, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You get him. I don't care. Anybody have any word if the NFL is going to a full? Let's put it back. A full off-season program, OTA, training camp. I don't know. I think They will. Oh, missed call. Jason Dean, call back because I think Ed wasn't done yet. That's one thing with Google Voice. If I'm in another call, I used to be able to see it with Google Hangouts. I don't see it with Google Voice. So call back, Jason Dean. You can be on camera. Jason, I did. The link is here, Jason. Wait, let me do it again. There's the link. That is the link. There you go. Do you see it, Jason Dean? Hopefully so. Let's see it. There's the link right there. It's right there in the comments section. Get on camera. I'd much rather see Jason Dean on camera. And this way, when I put all those different things, then I don't have to see the guy who is talking to me about, do I like the smell of diapers? The answer to that is no. I don't like the smell of diapers. I don't like the smell of diapers. Did the Phillies just tie it? Oh my God, the Phillies just tied it with a home run. Who hit the home run? Oh, Rhys Hoskins hit a home run, a 3-run homer, ties up the game in the bottom of the ninth, 8-8. I love this. I love this. Rhys Hoskins with a 3-run homer. Phillies Mets tied up at 8 in the bottom of the ninth. I'm looking for the replay. I'm looking for the replay. I haven't seen it yet. Let's see. Okay, here it is. I see it. It goes out to. Oh, I hope they call it a home run. I hope they called it a home run. If it hit the top of the fence and went back, I don't know. What they're doing now is that they're looking at the replay. Okay, the call on the field was a home run. I'm looking at it. It hit the top of the fence. It hit the top of the fence, and it didn't quite go out. So it hit the top of the fence and went back in. So we're watching replay right now. If it's a home run, then the Phillies have tied the game. They're slowing it down. It hit the top rail. So I say it's a home run. I'm biased. It's like me saying to Jason Dean, the best team in college football is Notre Dame, and Jason Dean would say yes because
go Irish.
There you go. See, you see how I did that. I give it to you. It's such a great thing. And first off, that is a fantastic smile. We've been missing that smile for a long time. So thank you for being here, Jason Dean.
Yeah, I haven't had that smile in a little bit, but it's coming back.
Oh, okay. And then I got a Twitch person saying that I can become famous and I can buy followers and viewers. Bigfollows.com. Okay, thank you there. I'll be sure to do that immediately.
Captain, you're famous already. You don't have to become famous.
True. Will Carley's on Instagram. Thank you for being here, Will Carley. His mom is on Instagram. Real Men Wear Black joined. Thank you for being here. Thank you. If you're on Instagram, please come on over to YouTube. We're having a party. We're having a party in my pants, and you're invited. There you go. Jason Dean is there. Did they say it was a homer yet? I'm waiting.
I don't know. I'm not even watching baseball. The Mavs got beat tonight again by the Kings. I don't know.
Oh, well, Rhys Hoskins is okay. No, they're calling it a 2-run. They're calling it a 2-run hit. It's a double. Yeah, it's a double. It's the Mets are winning 8-7, 2 outs. And see, I will say this before I go talk about the draft. The Phillies got screwed last night on a bad call by the umpire who said that McCutchen was out of the base pass. And they said that he was out, and they lost the game because of that. McCutchen was not out of the base pass. So I don't know who this crew is.
Those umps this year, all umps this year are pretty bad in Major League Baseball.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, if they get screwed again, knowing the fans in Philadelphia, and I kind of do know the fans in Philadelphia because I've been a fan in Philadelphia, they better not know where this crew is staying at hotel-wise.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Because they will, it won't be pretty. Let's just say that. It won't be pretty. Oh, and I got to throw this, and Jason Dean Hunter's there. I'm going to talk about teams are choosing not to do OTAs. Raider players voted and decided they are not. I don't agree with that.
They'll get together on their own like they have. DC will get together with Ruggs and Brian Edwards, and they'll get, what's his name, John Brown. They'll get him out there learning the offense a little bit, a little bit of Darren Waller too. And hopefully the defense that we picked in the draft, hopefully we got
that's what I'm more worried about. It's not the offense, because primarily the offense is intact with a couple players, other than John Brown that came in, and obviously Leatherwood. I'm not worried about that.
Willie Snead, get with Derek Carr, to get some timing down and stuff like that. So,
okay,
we'll see.
I got some more trolls. Bruce 2K. I think you're a troll, Bruce, but you can go ahead. He doesn't want to interrupt my conversation, so thank you for that, Bruce.
Oh, appreciate that, clown.
Go ahead, Jason Dean. Now you are, and Corey was on earlier about with different things, and I'm glad that he was there because again, between you two, I got a really good look at who did what and well for the draft. So I got to ask, and I think the Raiders did, and we've had this conversation because you called in.
Yes.
You called in on that night. Oh, okay. No. Okay. Bruce isn't a troll. Do you think Ruggs will improve? Yes, I do.
Absolutely. Ruggs is going to have a good year. Me personally, I think Brian Edwards is going to have the best year out of all of them because of his size and another year in the offense. Once he's healthy, he's going to flourish. Him and Darren Waller and Ruggs on the outside running. Now, I've been saying this since we got Ruggs. We need to utilize him like Alabama did. Bubble screens, fly sweeps, quick ins. That's it. You got to use his speed. I know he's not the biggest guy in the world, but we don't need him running 80 yards down the field on a straight bomb pattern or a fly or a straight 9. We don't need that. He's quick and twitch. We've got to get him a little bit in the inside, let him put a little sugar shake on somebody, and he's got it. Edwards is going to be our big receiver. John Brown is going to be our Nelson Aguilar this year. Maybe not as good, but he's going to be reliable. Willie Snead as well. Willie Snead will play some special teams too because he's a gamer. He's a ball player. He's a team player. He's going to play this. He's not going to cry, well, how come I'm not getting the ball? Because we'll cut his butt real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And let's talk about the draft. Let's talk about it. I give our grade a B-. The reason why I didn't give it an A was, I've heard this 1,000 times already. If we would have switched our first and second round picks, nobody would have said a word. I wouldn't have said nothing. The Alex Leatherwood pick, Captain, I called in. I was livid because, of course, I wanted my guy. I wanted JOK, a.k.a. Woo, a.k.a. Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa. I wanted him as a Raider. And you know what? Now I look back at it, and we got two big needs. I had people arguing with me and telling me Alex Leatherwood played right tackle at Alabama. Watch football, please, because he didn't play right tackle. He played right guard. He didn't play right tackle. He played right guard for a few games, and then he played left tackle once Jonah Williams was drafted. Okay? Yeah. The kid is the best run blocker in college football. He is. Pass protection, he needs some help. Quick edge rushers get around him, but he's got long arms. That Tom Cable will fix that. He's got to fix the penalties as well. He's got to fix those penalties because he had 17 penalties last year, and that's among the most as an offensive lineman. How are you holding people at Alabama? Come on, man. Give me a break. But I think the kid's going to turn out to be good for us. Maybe they will kick him into guard and put Denzel Good out there at right tackle because he has played there. That's a spot for him, and he's very serviceable there. I'm not saying Leatherwood's going to be the greatest offensive lineman of all time. I'm not saying he's going to be the worst of all time. But I'll take it in between. I'll take it. He don't have to make every single Pro Bowl. All you got to do is keep Derek Carr clean or Aaron Rodgers. Just saying. You just got to keep them clean. That's all I care about. Get Derek clean. Keep guys off of Josh Jacobs. Keep them off our running game. We are going to power football this year and run down people's throats with Jacobs and Kenyon Drake. Alex Ingold, too, throwing a little bit in there. And where he's lighting linebackers up, or even D-backs, because our offensive line is going to get to the second level. Huge, huge. I'm an Eagles fan, and we're not talking Eagles right now, Bruce. Sorry. We're not talking Eagles. Our second pick, Trayvon Moehrig. He dropped because they're talking about back issues. He's fine. He's just fine. He's going to get into training camp. He's going to be okay. He's going to be working out, learning that cover 3, and he's going to be our center fielder out. He is going to be our center. And that's what we need. Well, once nickel and dime defense, it'll let Abrams go up there closer in the box to lay the wood to people. Because Abrams had 2 years in the system. I know he was hurt, but he had a whole offseason to learn the system. And you got to learn how to cover a guy. You have to cover a guy. It's not the system that is telling you to cover somebody. You have to do it. And he didn't do it. He wanted to lay the wood to people. He wanted to be on ESPN big hits. That's a lot. And we went and drafted 3 safeties. He is on notice. Understand that. All right. Our other 2 in the 3rd round. Kuntz. Kuntz is built in the same mold as Yannick Ngakoue. Kuntz has a bend that is just like Max Crosby. And you've seen what Mad Max did when he got in the league, right? You've seen it. Right. Kuntz is going to be a good situational pass rusher for us. He may start down the line, a year, 2 years, but he's not going to start this year, everybody. Understand what we're trying to build here.
Jason, you there? You there? Jason Dean. Hopefully we'll hear from Jason Dean.
Starter on the other side.
Okay.
Be a situation.
Yeah. We got you back. Yeah, we got you back.
Here we go.
Yeah, we got you back. Sorry about that.
All right, cool. Yeah, I was looking at our pretty faces on there frozen. We looked like we were in a model lab. Okay, so the best name to ever play for the Raiders, I got to say, is Divine Diablo.
Diablo. Love that.
I loved it. Now, if you guys didn't know who he was, you do now. Because you go and look at the tape, and you see Virginia Tech, and you see the big guy out there. It reminds me a lot of Cam Chancellor. Little bit thinner, but a lot of Cam. Now, Divine Diablo is going to be turned into a will linebacker. Now, for the non-football people, the will is the weak side, which is just fine. In that dime defense, that nickel cover 3, he's going to be fine. It's going to take him a year to get into it. He's going to play a lot of special teams. He's going to light people up because he's a hitter. And when he does come in the game, he can cover. We turn him into a will, get him maybe 10, 15 pounds. He keeps a little bit of that speed. He's going to be okay. He's going to be good.
I apologize for Sports Nation who made a comment that I know was a troll. So bye-bye, a-hole.
Well, you have that, Captain. Loved by thousands, hated by millions. It's cool, though. It's cool. But we'll go with Gillespie, the safety from Missouri. Okay, he's not going to play free safety. They're going to bring him down to strong, which I'm cool with. The kid has a little bit – he's got some issues, in coverage and that. But he can hit. He's a tackler. Look at what he did against Alabama. Watch him. Watch him what he played out with Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith. Okay, 2 great receivers coming out. They're probably going to have really, really good careers. Devontae Smith, even though he's tiny, you got tiny receivers in the league.
Oh yeah.
And
Well, actually, Gillespie was the kid that kept when they played Florida. He was the kid that was on the tight end that the guy I love, Pitts, held him to 1 catch.
See, the kid has skill. He has skill. Okay. He's going to be all right. Like I said, he's a special teamer to start. Understand that. It's not a bad thing, everybody, if a couple of these guys we drafted are special teamers to start. It is what it is. That's how it goes. Sometimes it happens like that. But Hobbs, the corner from Illinois. Now, I was kind of strange on that one because the slot corner, and he's bigger than Amik Robertson. I mean, hopefully Amik can turn it around because he was the best slot corner in college football, and I'm hoping he can. So then we got 2 guys that we can play in that dime like that. That's like I said. Hobbs is 6 foot. Amik is only 5'11", or 5'10", something like that. He's small, but they're range they hit and they can cover. They're hip to hip. He'll be a special teamer to start as well, but time I think Illinois wasn't.
Jason's frozen again. Okay, sorry, Jason. We got you back. Yes, or no?
Pro-rated defense.
Okay.
Over there. Okay. Yeah, we're good. I'm good now. But like I was saying, Hobbs played for Illinois, and they ran a profile defense. He wasn't a terrible corner. He wasn't the best, but you understand where he got picked. You're getting what you get there. You know what I mean? I think we should have grabbed other guys. Yes, but I'm just a homer, and these are guys that I watch. And then there's the kid from Pitt, the center, which the kid was a 2-time. He was a 2-year captain. He won the award in college football for walk-ons that become starters. He won that award. Now that's a kind of a big thing. I mean, he was like Matt McGloin. Matt McGloin walked on at Penn State. He became the starter for Penn State. He won that award too. The kid's a decent center. He's not terrible. He's a Gruden grinder. He's going to come in and work. He's going to do what he has to do to get better. Hopefully we keep him on the team. You never know. The kid might turn into a great center. He might turn into a great guard. We don't know.
Right.
He started for Pitt. Pitt wasn't terrible. And a couple of the kids that we got undrafted free agents. I want to talk about Darius Stills from West Virginia.
Yeah.
That kid has the potential to be our starting nose guard. He has that potential to be that D-tackle, 3-technique guy because he's big. He's strong as an ox. The kid is strong as hell. He's not super quick there, but he is very, very strong, and he will take double teams. Strong hand.
Yeah, isn't he only 270 pounds, though?
Yeah, he's a little light in the butt.
Yeah.
A couple other of the guys I really didn't look at. The Stoner kid, I just thought it was funny. With a name like that, that's great.
Actually, Stoner, the one good thing about Stoner, first off, he's got a name that Raider fans got to like, at least most of them out in California. Stoner is actually Amanda is a friend of his. So
she knows him personally. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, but all in all, like I said, B-. I don't think that we have starters right off the bat other than Alex Leatherwood and Trayvon Moehrig. But I think we got 4 guys that are going to contribute, possibly 5. Well, excuse me, because I think Divine Diablo is going to learn that will position. That's going to take him at least a year to get it.
Yeah.
Once he gets it, remember, Nick Morrow's only on a 1-year deal, everybody. He's going to want to get paid. And if this Diablo kid comes around, Nick Morrow is going to be let go, I think. I mean, I love him. I think he's a great ball player. I think he's a loyal Raider. The kid was our best defensive player last year, So we'll see how it goes with them. I'm hoping Trayvon Mullen gets his number 1 back because it seems like he didn't really play great with 27, and he was an All-American with number 1, so I'm hoping that comes back to him. But
Ray, I tell you what, Raiders faux life. I know you're a troll too, but I'm going to keep you in here right now because he called you Baldy. Obviously, you don't know who he is. Raiders.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm going to keep him in. And again, this is why this is it. Stoner makes a team that's going to be a top selling jersey. That's for sure.
Just like Diablo. If Diablo wears 66, come on, man.
Oh, but now that's the one thing. Is that a number that's in the linebacker realm now that they changed it?
I don't know. Maybe if it is,
I think it is. I think it is. But yeah, if you got and if Stoner gets number 20, if Stoner gets 20, actually I think 20 is not allowed because it's like
20 is our net. Yeah, 20 is our net. This guy, I can beat anybody on the Raiders in the Oklahoma drill. You think so, buddy? You think so?
Okay, well you're hilarious, Raiders for life. But
I hit dudes. I hit dudes twice the size of you and put them on their butts. So it's all good.
Okay. Should we let this guy out of his misery as well?
That's up to you, Captain. We can.
Okay. Hey, Raiders for life. It's been fun. But thank you for contributing to the show. Buddy. But you know what? Get the F out of here.
But I think all in all, it was a positive draft. Those of you that heard me Thursday night, I was livid.
Yeah.
Livid. I know a lot of other people were. And then I read a lot of these chats about, you don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. Do you even watch college football? Oh, please, stop. Because you people that said that, I'm talking to you right now. Look at me in the camera. The ones of you that said that, you didn't want Alex Leatherwood there. You are the ones that they put on camera when they're like, oh, Alex Leatherwood, yeah, that's who we wanted. No, you didn't. No. Nobody wanted Alex Leatherwood there. You all know you didn't. I know we needed a right tackle. And the ones of you that told me that Leatherwood was a right tackle, you need to go back and do your research. Just saying. Yeah. He played right guard. And then he played left tackle.
Right. I knew he was a left tackle.
Yes.
And that much I knew. And that's why, and in fact, you even said, why did we draft another left tackle when we already have one?
The kid is versatile. We can move him to that side. And like they said, a lot of people have said, I think we're going to move him to guard. That's a possibility.
I said that too. I said maybe Leatherwood is here to take that right or maybe he's going to take the one of the guard spots. And I said because he played left tackle last year, maybe he rolls into the left guard position for incognito. Maybe he rolls into the right guard position, because, again, Nick Martin was signed, and you know about Nick Martin.Maybe Nick Martin goes to left guard and Leatherwood goes to right guard. I mean, we got so many.
We have a couple guys that are versatile, and that's great. That's what we want because we can plug and play. This guy went down. Okay, plug him in there. We're good. Right, exactly, Chris. But then the more pick, I was like, okay, all right.
And Jared knows about Morrissey again because he's up in Pittsburgh, and he says we're going to like him. And you already said that. He was the best walk-on player in college football, and I like that. That shows he has heart and determination.
That's right. He's not a Rudy, everybody. He's not 5'0", 100 and nothing. He's a big boy, and he started center for the University of Pittsburgh, which is a big-time college program. They haven't won much, but they are a big-time college program.
Yeah. And I like that.
Yeah, and I said, I love the Mooring pick. I when we passed up on Wu again, my heart sunk, and I'm like, well, there's no way he's going to be at 79. And I tell you what, Cleveland Browns fans, you got a good one. You got a good one in JOK because they're going to let him do what he does. They're going to let him run around, cover guys, and lay the wood. And you know what? It sucks, but I'm going to cheer for him unless they're playing us. It kind of sucks.
And also, by the way, you weren't there. I was in the TNBC Zoom last night. I
Most
was
of them came later.
I was there for an hour. So I made sure that I was there because I didn't want anybody to bitch that Captain didn't come in here. I was in there for an hour, and then I had things to do, and I split. But I made sure that people knew I was there. So I'd never let it be said. I think I missed one or two, but I didn't want to miss last night because I was there. So there you go.
Oh, so my guy, it was good seeing you too, brother. Like I said, little by little, I'm trying to come back. It's good seeing family. It's good talking to you guys and that. You guys made me feel really good. You have a heart, and that's great.
Yeah,
as a Steeler, the kid from Penn State, the big tight end. Okay, I think Najee Harris is perfect for Pittsburgh, honestly. I think they need that big, bad running back, and the kid's got hands. He can catch. And where did Freiermuth go? Did he go to Miami?
No, Freiermuth went to Pittsburgh.
Oh, he went to Pittsburgh too?
Yeah, because it was great because my boy Franco Harris announced the pick. The Penn State guy announced Freiermuth to Pittsburgh. So it was Franco, Penn State, talking about Penn State.
Yeah, because he was like shaking, so excited. I think that kid's going to be very good. He's baby Gronk.
Yeah,
he's baby Gronk, and they weren't too really good with Jesse James there. I thought Jesse James was going to be the next great tight end, and he just really didn't pan out that well. Sometimes that happens. You get out of college, and things are different. But I think they're both going to do well for Pittsburgh, except when they play us, they're not going to do nothing. But other than that, yeah, they're going to be all right. That Pittsburgh got two real good pickups there.
And I will say this for the gentleman who was talking about the Philly fan that I thought was actually a troll, and he's not a troll. And I'm going to go back up to him. Where was it? It was Bruce. And I'm going to talk about Devontae Smith. I think Devontae Smith is a dynamic receiver, but he's 160 pounds.
155.
Okay, you better make sure that he gains immediately 25 pounds immediately.
Yeah,
because he's got to be a minimum 180 just to take hits in the NFL.
Yeah, he's a little bit small on that.
He's going to run away from people, but you know what? All you need is the one time that somebody fast enough just lays you out and he gets broken like a toothpick. He's going to be a dynamic receiver for the Eagles, and I said that correctly, but you need to make sure that the kid gains some weight.
Their best bet is to never, ever throw a slant to him. Keep him on the outside, close to the out of bounds, so when he does get a catch, he can step right out and not even have to look into that getting hit, They got Schrager for that. Send Schrager that bum across the middle. Philly made the biggest mistake ever of drafting Jalen Schrager over Justin Jefferson. Are you kidding me? I don't know but I thought it was a complete mistake. We watch college football. You all know who the good guys are. You see them. How many of you really knew who Jalen Schrager was?
I actually did, only because I heard his name on Raider boards that he would have been.
But he wasn't that good. You're going to hear about him. He shouldn't have been even a top 5 receiver. He's all TCU had, and when he got doubled, they were done. He was not Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson came from a big-time program. TCU's offense is never really big-time. You know that. Their defense, it's always defense in TCU. Everybody knows the Horned Frog defense. But he came from LSU, and he was good. And look at what he did in Minnesota with Kirk Cousins. Kirk, that Cousins? That.
Yeah, Fry's Mama's Baby Brat. Now that's a name. Fry's Mama Baby Brat 1 joined on Instagram. Thank you for being there. K-Roll Senior Art Creation 60 joined. Thank you for being here. Real Men Wear Black joined. Thank you for being here. If you're on Instagram, please head on over to YouTube. I love folks on my Instagram. That's why I've opened it up, because Instagram doesn't have the capabilities. I can't push this on Instagram. I got to push it out via my tablet, but I tell people to come on over, and that's why I like you being there. And again, love the folks there. You got a chance to see me on Northeast Streaming Sports. Got a lot of good talent on Northeast Streaming Sports. Hopefully, I will be doing a show pretty soon with one of those gentlemen. Hopefully, real soon. And then, of course, on every other Tuesday, Captain and Wenches are going to be on, and so I can't wait for that as well. And again, it's always a pleasure to have. And I'm only doing this because of the troll that was on, the Baldy, otherwise known as Demon King. Look at that smile, man. That is. Oh, I tell you. And you and Evan should get together. Have you seen Evan Kirby? Because he's got the dome as well. You guys pull that off. I have an ugly noggin.
I appreciate it. I have a small head, but once I shaved it, it actually looked good. And because I never shaved my head. I never did. But I started getting the Italian yarmulke. So I was covering it with the comb to the side and stuff. And it just wasn't looking normal.
I like that. The Italian yarmulke. Oh, my God. I love that.
But it was starting. So what I did was I shaved it one time. I left it a little bit at the top, just like faded it. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to shave it to the skin. I'm going to see what it looks like. And it looked good. And here I am.
Yeah. And look at that mug, man. That's awesome. And
somebody told me the other day, your beard is silver and black. I'm like, yes, it is. That's why I'm a Raider.
That's right. And there's nobody that has a nicer smile than Jason Dean Hunter.
I appreciate that, Captain. I really do.
Yeah.
And okay, I want to talk about the other teams with their drafts in our division.
Sure. Let's do that.
All right. Kansas City. The Kansas City Queefs. They got a very, very good linebacker. He's the only one I'm going to talk about. Nick Bolton from Missouri. He's a very good linebacker. He's a hitter. He can cover, but he can't cover Darren Waller. They don't have nobody in the league that can cover Darren Waller other than Devin White. And we're probably not going to see them again for a while.
Yeah. If we see them anytime in the next 4 years, it's because it's the Super Bowl, and I'll give it that.
Yes. I saw a lot of these experts. What they gave us a C+, which I don't agree with. I think we were at least a B-, B+ at the highest.
Yeah, B.
They gave the San Diego. I'm going to call them that because that's what they are always going to be to me. The San Diego Super Chokers. They gave them an A+. I think the reason why is because they drafted Rashawn Slater. Because they got the guy, they got a main guy to protect the baby face back there, just Hebert. I'm going to call them that because I don't care what their names really are. They're relevant in my world. But and Denver probably had a draft. Patrick Surtain is very good. Y'all know he is. I mean, it sucks that he's there. I was hoping he didn't go there. I was hoping Denver made a stupid move and drafted like Mac Jones. I would have loved it. It would have been great because then we get to beat on a rookie for like 3 years. Mac Jones isn't going to be what everybody thinks he is. I'm sorry. He's going to New England with a great cheating coach. He's going to teach the kid how to cheat, going to teach him how to get away with it, but he's not going to be a great quarterback. He'll be serviceable. He might change my mind. He might turn into that dude down in South Florida. He might turn into him. We don't know that. But so might Trey Lance. So might Justin Fields. Justin Fields probably got the best situation. Great defense. Yeah. He's got a couple good receivers. I don't know who their running back is. David Montgomery, maybe. I think that's what his name is. But, offensive line isn't terrible, but Justin Fields can move. Trey Lance is going to sit for a year, and he's in a good situation too.
Yeah,
like with Jimmy G there, porn star Jimmy. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is a bad quarterback. I don't. I just think certain situations and injury got him. All he's got to do is not make mistakes, but it seems like he just keeps making mistakes.
Yeah. And I tell you, and you made a good point because the Broncos get Surtain, the Garglers get Asante Samuel Jr. So the defensive players that were available with pedigree because their fathers played in the NFL and were decent cornerbacks, Surtain out of Bama, Samuel out of FSU, go within the division. So they know between our speedsters and what the speedsters have on the Chiefs that they need to have good corners to get on them, and that's why they were drafted where they were.
Yeah, and Samuel, I know, like I'm probably going to get killed for this, but I don't think Asante Samuel Jr. is actually that good. I think he played on a terrible team. I think in the ACC he got eaten up a little bit because he's kind of small. He's on the smaller side. But so wasn't Antonio Winfield Jr., but they're two totally different players. Even though they're both 5'11 and a half, Antonio Winfield Jr. is different. He played safety, and he smashed dudes.
Yeah,
so
he's
that much of a hitter too much. He'll tackle, but he's not a banger. You know, he's going to cover guys, but he's going to get overpowered by bigger receivers. I see that happening. Surtain, I'm completely worried about because his pedigree is sickening. He played at Bama, of course, you know, and he always covered the best receiver. In the SEC, you know, they do their thing every year. They have that. And I seen Surtain up close and personal, you know, of course, go Irish. And he shut our guys down. Shut us down.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't care about the San Diego Super Chokers either. They're one bad hit away from having 5 wins.
Well, but then again, you know, you can say that again with the Chiefs as well.
Oh, they're one bad hit away from having 2 wins. Because without Mahomes, they're done. I don't want to hear about the Henne thing. That was a fluke last year. The Browns didn't know what to do when Chad Henne came in. They were so flabbergasted and so like out of sync, like, oh my God, it's Chad Henne. What are we doing? What are we doing? They were trying to blitz him every other play, trying to just send the house at him. And Chad Henne's been in the league for a minute. He's a smart guy. He's not a dummy. He knows what he has to do. Set, go, turn, whoop, dropping balls off. That's it. You know? But all in all, I think we had a decent draft. I think we could have had a little bit better one. I think Leatherwood would have been there at 23, 24. I think we could have traded down and got an extra pick.
Okay, and did you see the interview that Mayock had on the NFL Network that I taped it, but I couldn't figure out how to get it to a source. He said that they entertained the possibilities of doing a trade down, but either the compensation wasn't good enough, or if the compensation was good, where it was, they didn't feel good about getting Leatherwood there, so they went out and they got it. I said that's the way it is. People say, well, you could have traded down. You could have traded down. If the guy you want, you know, is going to be there. We could have gotten him in the second round. No, we couldn't have.
He wouldn't have been there at 43 or 48. He would not have been there.
Exactly. So, you know, for those folks that are, you know, armchair draft experts, okay, you know, I said the closest one that we got, and actually I think you'll like this because I think I put it in the comments for the YouTube, you know, about the draft experts. I said everybody other than Jason Dean, and I mentioned you by name in the comments of the thing. So if you see it, it's because other than Jason Dean, who actually does do a lot of this that I know of, unless you're sitting in a room for 6 months doing nothing but studying film, shut the F up. Okay? Shut the F up. I'll take Jason Dean's analysis because I know he does it very well. Okay? And that's why I entertain his thoughts. Again, I know certain things, I know certain people, and I know certain conferences, but I don't know a wide breadth. That's why I wanted your analysis there, and I appreciate that. So if you said we could have done this, we could have done that, shut up.
And the only thing is, I'm not a hater on college teams. You know, I know guys are good. I see guys, you know, yes, I'm a Notre Dame guy. I don't hate Michigan. I mean, I got buddies that are Michigan fans. We just banter, you know. I know Michigan's got players. I know they got good players. I knew about Kwity Paye. I knew about Jalen Mayfield. I knew about them. You know, I know about other guys. Michigan State had a few guys that I don't think they even got drafted, but I thought they were worthy of a 5th or 6th round. You know, like Penn State, Micah Parsons, Jason Away, Pat Freeman. Penn State had a couple other guys. Shaka Toney. I don't even know if Shaka Toney got drafted. I was hoping we would have picked him up in the 6th because that's great.
I think he got drafted by either the Giants or somebody in the NFC East because we were talking about him. We were talking about him with the Giants guys. It was either the Washington team or maybe it was either the Washington, Philadelphia, or Dallas, but somebody in the NFC East got Shakatomi.
Yeah. And I tell you, he's going to be a decent football player. He's got a little bit to learn, just like Jason Away. I think I'm saying his name right. I'm not sure, but with Baltimore, because he's very young, he's only played football for a few years. He's still got a lot of game to learn, which is okay. I'm okay with that. Mm-hmm. We've taken projects on. We still got one now, Isaiah Johnson. Hopefully, he turns into something, a big corner in that cover 3 defense. Hopefully he does. Yeah, and see,
Asylum says that you are going to get your application into the scouting department. When that happens, just bring me with you. You do the scouting, just let me do the media. That's Absolutely. All I have.
My whole plan is when I win Powerball, I'm going to buy a lot of my money is going to go into stakes in the Raiders. So I'm going to try to have a say.
Okay.
Because I think they need a little bit of Demon King in that war room.
and I just want to be there for, either in the Raiders organization, in their media outlet. And I'm not saying, that I have to, have a steady, just a reliable gig that I can come in, kind of like what Lincoln Kennedy does. He's there for a couple of days. He flies in, he does his work, he flies back home. That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
When I look at things, I think John Gruden has a lot of influence on everything. And I am so glad this season, this draft, he let them work. We had our linebacker coach pick somebody who was Diablo because he said, I can turn him into a goodwill linebacker. We had Cable draft Leatherwood. Mm-hmm. Trayvon Morig is Gus Bradley's guy because he can run that defense from the center field. And the other safeties. We drafted defense. It was great. I know Gruden had his hand in the cookie jar, as he does. He has to. That's his thing. He's the almighty powerful because of all that money. But when we first picked Leatherwood, if you guys, who's ever friends with me on Facebook, you saw it, and I went off. He was ruining this team. But they have a plan. That's why I'm in Irving, Texas, and he's in Las Vegas, Nevada. Because I didn't understand what the plan was. I don't know how they thought Mayock was going to drop. I think if Richie Grant was there from UCF, we would have took him over Mayock. Yeah. I think Richie Grant was the one we were targeting. But I think the right tackle position was a bigger need. Because if Carr goes down, I'm not knocking Mariota. I don't, because he played great in the 3 quarters of football that he played last year. I'm not knocking him. But without a right tackle, even though Mariota's going to be running around, what happens if he gets hurt? Then we got the Peterman, and we're 0-17. Mm-hmm. Nathan Peterman is not winning a game in the NFL. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It's not happening. John Gruden is enamored by this kid, maybe because he's just a savant. Maybe he can break down defense and say, hey, if we run this, maybe that's why. He just can't play the game. There's coaches that were quarterbacks. Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore wasn't a great quarterback. He got drafted, and now he's the OC in Dallas. He's not terrible.
Yeah.
He brings that young spark to the NFL. And to an OC position, which I wish we would have got. I wish we'd get a young OC. I'd love it. That'd be great. Let them run a little bit of the RPOs and stuff like that with Carr. Even though Carr don't move, you can still fake people out. Pete Manning did it for years.
Yeah, Kellen Moore was actually a decent quarterback in Boise State. So,
at Boise, he was. Nathan Peterman wasn't bad at Pitt. He wasn't bad. You know what I mean? But he got into the NFL, and he got with Buffalo, and his one start, he threw like 4 picks. And you know what? That shit is always going to be with him all the time. It sucks. Because the kid don't deserve all this ridicule because he had a couple starts. Like even Ryan Leaf had some starts. And then he went to shit and still got, and then he went to poop. And then
2 minutes or 2 hours 35. I got to write it down because I got to take it out. No worries. I mean I think that's the first one tonight.
Yeah, that was that I had. I'm sorry. I was just going on a rant.
Out of anybody, I think that was the first one we've had. So,
but I think Peterman is a good a good student of the game. I think he can break defenses down. I just don't think he has the athletic ability to play pro quarterback. That's all.
Yeah,
I got nothing against the kid. He's probably a great guy. He'd probably have a good Modelo with me, but I got nothing against him. He's not accurate. He throws the other team too much. That's all.
Yeah, he completes passes. It might not just be to the guys with the right uniforms.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I tell you, I love it. It is 11:37, and I gotta eventually put this in the can and go to bed and do all that stuff.
Captain. I love coming on your show. I love talking football with you. I like that you give me the platform that I could speak about it, and I like to let people know what I know. It's great. Everybody out there in YouTube land, in Twitter land, in Facebook land, in Twitch land, all that social media stuff. Thank you for all the prayers that I've gotten from everybody. Thank you to you, Captain, for calling me when you did. I really appreciate you, and you are a very true friend to me. With all my heart, I love you, man.
I love you back, man. I said, and that's what I said. And anything I can do for you, and you open up to me as to what you want. I'm not pushing.
I got you.
I'm not pushing, but I'm always available. Now, when I'm at work, and this is one of the weeks where I'm at work, I am not going to be on my phone because my phone will be locked up. But next week, I will be, more available.
And another thing, too, I want to congratulate you again. Every time I'm on the show up until I'm going to congratulate you for you being honored. You deserve it. You are a great, great Raider fan. Everything that we've gone through, our whole Raider lives, I should say, you've been there. And congratulations for that. I'm hoping to get out there to celebrate with you.
Yeah, well, I love that, and again, I appreciate that. Getting the information from Mob when I did, and I had him on because I wanted to get the information out about Mike Davis, and then he said, "Oh, but I got something else," and I'm like, "Good, oh, what's this?" We're gonna get the scoop, and I had no clue. And it was something that floored me. So I humbled but very appreciative. And
you deserve it. You absolutely deserve it.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I'd love to see you out there, and hopefully you'll be there. But again, I'm going to be in Austin. And where is it?
May 30th.
I got it somewhere. I still got your friggin'. It's here somewhere. I have it in such a great place. I got it hidden so well. I don't even remember where the hell it is, but I know where it is.
And I'll let everybody know too. Yes, everybody, if you're in the Texas area, if you are in Austin for Memorial Day weekend, we are having a softball tournament between Raider clubs in Austin, May 30th. We're going to be up there. It's going to be for the Wounded Warriors Project. Okay, we're going to be out there hitting the ball around. Come on and cheer your favorite Raider fans out there. We're going to be having a good time. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to raise some money, and the winning team gets a Super Bowl trophy. That's what the trophy is going to be. It's going to be a Super Bowl trophy. It's going to say, and hopefully if it works and it goes off without a hitch, we can have more. And more teams coming from like Arizona, Cali, Nevada, Florida. Just come. Come if you can. Enjoy yourself. There'll be stuff for the kids as well. You'll have Raider diehard fans there. I know Captain Jack is coming. I know Savage is coming. I know Black Widow is going to be there. Raider Homer. Raider Oso Raider. There might even be an appearance of the Raider Demon King. We don't know yet. We have to talk to him to see if he can get out of hell from that weekend.
Well, if he's healthy, that would be good because the main reason why is that I like for Demon King to be there, but if Jason Dean is there, because I want to do my steak. That's what I want to do.
Jason Dean will be there, and he will get you your steak, Captain.
No, not to get me my steak. That's not the point.
No, we're going out to get a steak.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Eating a steak with Jason Dean is
we're going to go get a steak. We're going to go sit. We're going to talk. We're going to talk some football. We're going to talk life.
Yeah.
I enjoy talking to you all the time, Captain.
Yeah. And I'm gonna let my eyes wander because I'm on Eyeball Liberty that weekend for sure.
I'm going to keep you in check.
You're no fun.
All right, so I'll go. Everybody out there, Raider Nation, I love yous. Thank you for letting me come on and do my spiel. I enjoy passing on my knowledge to everybody.
You got it. And again, salute to you, sir. Thank you for being here, and I can't wait to see you out there as well.
Absolutely. Raider Nation for life.
All right. Thanks again, Jason Dean. And say hi to Demon King for us as well.
I will.
All right. Thanks again, shipmate.
Later.
All right. That's Jason Dean, and who has pull with Demon King. And thank you, boy. This is nice. Mary Brandon again. We love Bronco Mary. Thank you, Mary. It was a wonderful comment to be honored like that for Raider Nation Explosion. I can't wait. And I'm hoping that you are in good health, Mary, because like I said, it's always good when my Mary is in good health. Love Mary. Maybe we need to put a V in you, maybe like Mary V Brandon, because then you can be one of the V gals too. If you know about the V gals, like I said, I got my Raiderettes that begin with the V, or we throw a V in there, like Velvet Raiderette, aka Becky, is a V gal. Sheila Lacala, who's up in Seattle, I said, Sheila, you got to have a V in your name, so you be one of the V gals. So we're going to call her Shavila. And one of my V gals is Veronica Yim, the 49er gal. She's just awesome. I love her to death, and she so she adores me, and I love her to death for that. I love her. She's awesome. Love my V gals. So maybe we'll call her Mary V Brandon. So you can be one of my V gals. You can be my Broncoette V gal. But I appreciate that as well. Yeah, and Tom Hanks, that movie, because I was so much into what Jason Dean was saying. Captain Phillips, there's a lot of good things in that movie, but there's a lot of things that are not quite right. And being a sailor, I'm just gonna say that there was some inadequacies in that movie. It was a good movie. But there's some things that not quite right. When I grow up, I want to be just like you. Oh wait, I didn't even get it. When I grow up, I want to be just like you. Thank you, there, Simon. If I ever grow up, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Raider boy kid that I can play with. Look at this. Look at the room. This is a kid's room, a big kid's room, but it's a kid's room. It's like what kids would want, and I got everything I wanted as a I'm a big Raider kid. Big Raider kid. 2 hours 44, and I will look for that. Thank you for saying that, Asylum. You said Corey dropped one. I'll try to find it. I missed it. I missed it. Oh, Hot Neil, I'm sorry. What do you think about the UM football team? I don't know enough about. I know that they had 2 good first round picks in Rousseau and the other guy, the edge rushers. I'm a Gator. I know that's fighting words for you, but I'm a Gator, and I think next year that they are playing. I'm not sure. Is it this year or is it next year that they're playing the Gators, and Miami goes back to doing their home and homes. So yeah, American Psycho, yeah, Christian Bale and American Psycho, yeah. See, we're talking sports, we're talking movies, we're having a good time. Anyway, again, and thank you there, Mary Brandon, for your positivity. Thank you, Jason Dean. I'm glad we're going to see Jason Dean. Seeing Raider Demon King would be a bonus, but I'm glad I'm going to see Jason Dean because I can't wait to go out and have some steak with him. And if he keeps me on the up and up, then that's good too. Anyway, thank you for being here. Please, people, comment here on Instagram for. Thank you there, Will. Carter Mack is in here, and Fry's Mama, Baby Brat. Thank you everybody for being here. I'm gonna cut the show because we're gonna keep this below 3 hours, and I still got to upload and do some other things. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. If you're on Instagram, please head on over to YouTube next time. You can add a V to my name and welcome. Oh, thank you there. So Mary V Brannon, one of. I'll have to remember. I'll have to put that in there. Thank you, Mary. I'd love to have you as one of my V gals. Okay, I still love you no matter what. Thank you. I'm a Gator. And when you say you're a Gator with a bunch of hurricanes, sometimes it's not the greatest. But I definitely got to get this done, guys. I got to go to work early tomorrow. So thanks again. Thank you for being here. I'm going to do my outro. Appreciate it. And I still got some work to do. I got to put this in the can and put it up. So for everybody that's there, thank you for being here. Thank you for everybody that joined me tonight. If I got to give my because I got to do it for everybody on the show, the most valuable crewmate of the show, I got to give it to Jason Dean Hunter. I got to give it to Jason Dean Hunter. All of that analysis, and I think you would agree with me on that one. I mean, we had some good callers and good contributors, but I got to give it to Jason Dean for his contributions. And again, you can only win it once, for the month. So it's like Jason Dean, even if he's the most valuable contributor next time, I'll move it around. But I gotta give it to Jason Dean. So I'll put that down there. So again, the most valuable, the MVP tonight, or the MVC would be Jason Dean Hunter. So we'll put Jason Dean down, and again, we'll have like I said, once a month, and I will get it from, hopefully with the contributor. We'll have it there. So we'll give a prize there at the end of the month, and hopefully we'll get our contributor. And I love the fact I can add a V to Mary. So Mary V Brandon. Thank you. Y'all have a good night. Take care. We'll see you Tuesday night. Captain and Wench's show. Lady Raiderettes, ladies of sports. Come in hard. Don't let the guys take it away. I want it to be a hard show. The ladies are going to be, because I'm going to be here. I'm going to have DC Wench with me. I know DC Wench is going to be there because she's already working on things. I'll get with Kevlar Prom Desk. I'll get with Angry at Traps. But I know we got DC Wench there, so I know I got at least one of my wenches there for sure. And we'll go with that. Tuesday night, Captain and Wench's show, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Ladies, be there. Hopefully, Mary will be there as well. Always great to have Mary V Brandon there. So I got two ladies from other teams that are part of my V Gals. Love them. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful night. Have a great week ahead. And we'll see you Tuesday, Captain and Wenches. Thursday, you don't know jack about sports. Thank you, Mary. Tune in and if you're feeling up to it, be on camera. If you're up for it, or call in. But thank you for tuning in, and thank you, Mary. Get the word out to all of the ladies out there. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you later on. Can't wait to do more with you. I gotta shut up and get to bed. Take care, guys. We'll see you. It's always a pleasure.
You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.